On the ICT platform, we have developed a public health information system app, and also we have developed a framework for storage of omics data sets on a federated cloud infrastructure. We have made impact in the society with the light of the knowledge from our research. For instance, our center has made significant contributions to the Nigerian National Cancer Control Plans, policies, and implementation. This is through our critical roles, especially some of our faculty, and I'd like to mention Professor Rotimi and myself, our critical roles in the National Institute for Cancer Research and Treatment, NICRAT. At that platform, we have been able to influence policies and cancer control plans for the Nigerian society. Also, CApIC-ACE, we have made our institutional impact. This is evident in our contributions to the increase in postgraduate students, increase in international students, development of new academic programs, increase in lab infrastructure, provision of digital infrastructure, commencement of international institutional accreditation, training of university faculty and staff. Our graduates have gained respectable job placements in the industry, including academia, research, pharmaceutical, diagnostic, ICT, and others. In fact, the university, represented by the Vice Chancellor at every forum, he has not stopped recognizing the impact of CApIC-ACE on this university. Very great impact. Lastly, we must continue to work together, both alumni and students and faculty, to advance the reputation and sustainability of our center. This lies in your hands, both the alumni and the students. We must not let this center to go down. And that's why we have what we call our sustainability plan. And that sustainability plan, the alumni is a critical part of the sustainability plan. The center is optimistic that our graduates and students will continue to make impact through their. These are some of the things we expect our alumni to help in sustaining the center. Recruitment of excellent students. Some of you are already doing that. We have some of our Cameroon students helping us to bring on board excellent students. Establishment of relevant research and industry collaborations, where some of our students can do their internship. We expect our alumni to be doing that. Funding support, why not? When you are properly placed in the society and you can do it, why not? You can support student scholarship. We also expect you to promote research and innovation among others. I want to, on this note, appreciate the great work done by every stakeholder who are present here physically, and those, I don't know if we have people joining online. And I want to appreciate all of you for being here. I'm very, very happy that we're having such a program today. Thank you very much for listening and enjoy the program. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, can we jam our hands together for our center leader, Professor Wiela. Thank you very much, sir, for that beautiful words. Okay, taking this further to the next level. The next in our program is making a success of life after, inauguration of CApIC-ACE Students Alumni Forum. And that will be done by our center leader, Professor Emeka Wiela. But while we are waiting for him to come to the podium, Mr. Bruno, we share some things with us. Let us.
Good morning. Good morning, Prof. It's nice to stand here once again. The last time I stood here was during our what's it called, town hall meeting. They wanted to roast the PG. Someone asked me when I posted the speakers, and then I got so many responses that there are so many people here. You know, why are they all guys? You know, women supporting women. I say no, it was not intentional. You know, we had very little time to prepare for this particular program, so we just reached out to people we know that anytime you call them, even if it's 2 a.m., 3 a.m., they will respond. You know, there are people that I was telling my hands that there are people that still have CApIC-ACE at heart, you know, and we have them here. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. The keynote speaker took us unawares. Thank you so much for coming all the way from the United States of America. You know, it's not easy. Thank you so much. I'd like to recognize some of our alumni here. I know some of us are still in the program, those that finished MSc and then they continue with their PhD. You guys are trying, you know. It's not easy. The MSc alone I did. I know what I saw. So you can just wave your hand wherever you are. The alumni, thank you so much. We are glad to have you in our midst. And some persons are online too. I know I can see Jumoke, I can see Gabriel Oyemi, the BGS for Computer Science 2021-2022 set. IBK Bukun is online. Mary Former is online. Dorothy, the BGS for Biochemistry, is also online. And every other person. We thank you for joining us. Moving straight to the inauguration of the students, CApIC-ACE Students Alumni Forum. We wanted to have the ESCO. We wanted to organize an election for the forum, the executives for the Alumni Forum. But we had another suggestion from our professor that said, why not let's have a kind of a caretaker committee, you know, that will usher in the alumni executives. So, and we have, the alumni did their nominations on their platform, and then we have some persons that have been appointed and also approved by the center to take up that task. We have the chairman, who is Miracle Lenweri. Please give him a round of applause. We have the vice chairman, Faith Adegoke, she's online. We have the secretary, Mercy Bella Munagbe, she's here. Please give Mercy a round of applause. She's little but mighty. I know, I reached out to her. She's the editor-in-chief of the handbook that we're organizing. I told her it's not a big work, but how the stress is telling on her. You know, she had so many interviews, interviewed so many professors and so many of our student rep. And she had her team. They had to do, when you record, you transcribe and all that. So she's the secretary of the committee. Then we have the financial secretary, Comfort Shomefons, who is unavailably absent. You know. Then we have the public relations officer, George Oluwatubiloba. She's here. We have the CApIC-ACE alumni liaison officer, who happens to be Ibukunoluwa Taiwo, that's IBK. Yeah, she's online already. So going straight to inauguration, I would like to invite our professor, the center leader, the person of Professor Mika Iweala, to kindly inaugurate the CApIC-ACE Students Alumni Forum. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. May I ask those nominated to this forum to stand up? Stand up. If you are online, you can also stand up where you are. Okay, we have only 2 members here. 3. Okay, and I know that Bruno sent me the terms of reference, and I believe all of you have gone through the terms of reference. Have you gone through the terms of reference? You didn't send it to them? Okay, so please I encourage you to go through the terms of reference. The terms of reference will guide you on the activities that you'll be doing at the forum. That you have been selected to serve in this forum shows the confidence that both the alumni and the students and the center have in you to do a great job. And we are praying that God will grant you the strength and wisdom to perform this assignment excellently to the best of your ability. And we trust God that at the end of the day, we'll have greater cause to glorify His name. On behalf of the center and the center leadership, the management, I want to inaugurate the CApIC-ACE Alumni Forum in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Congratulations to you all. Okay, the next thing on our program is we're having a session, and that will be anchored by Mr. Miracle Ngwere. But before we call him to the podium to take us further in that session, we'd like to read the citation of our very own, and that will be rendered by Miss Deborah Esho. Please let us jam hands together for her as she comes to the podium.
Thank you very much. So I'm honored to read the citation of Mr. Miracle Mesamachi. Miracle Mesamachi Ngwere is an accomplished scholar currently pursuing his PhD in chemistry at the University of Virginia. His academic journey is marked by a steadfast commitment to excellence and a passion for advancing scientific knowledge. Ngwere's educational background includes a Master of Science in Bioinformatics from Covenant University, Nigeria, where he graduated top of his class, and a Master of Science in Biochemistry from the University of Lagos, Nigeria. He began his academic career with a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry from Abia State University, Nigeria, where he also graduated at the top of his class. Ngwere's research... Please, let's a round of applause for him, please. It's not easy. Ngwere's research interests lie at the intersection of chemistry, biochemistry, and bioinformatics. His work focuses on single nucleotide polymorphism, genotyping technologies, and microfluidics. At the University of Virginia, he is actively involved in designing microfluidic platforms for SNP detection, a crucial area for advancing personalized medicine and genetic research. Ngwere's dedication to science and education is reflected in his numerous publications. Notably, he has co-authored papers on digitization techniques for genomic sequences, deep learning techniques for classifying SARS-CoV-2 variants, and text classification using support vector machines. These works have been published in reputable journals and presented at prestigious conferences, such as the 6th World Conference on Smart Trends in System Security and Sustainability, and the 2nd Conference of the Nigerian Bioinformatics and Genomics Network. Beyond his academic and research endeavors, Ngwere is deeply committed to community service and leadership. At the University of Virginia, he serves as the president of the Graduate and Professional Students of Africa and holds various other leadership positions, including representing the Graduate School of Art Sciences Council to the Student Council. He is also a mentor for the University of Virginia Men of Color, Honor, and Ambition program. Emery's extensive list of certifications and specialized training further underscores his dedication to professional development. He has completed courses in neural networks and deep learning from Stanford University, intermediate bioinformatics training from H3A Bionet, and Project Management Foundation, among others. I think he deserves another round of applause. Recognized for his academic excellence and leadership, Emery has received several prestigious awards, including the Husky Graduate Research Program and the Advancing Science Conference Grant. Emery is a member of several professional bodies, including the Nigerian Bioinformatics and Genomics Network and the National Institute of Management. His interests extend beyond academia, encompassing love for playing musical instruments, traveling, sports, and reading. Please let's make welcome Miracle Mesomachi Emery. You're welcome, sir.
Wow. It's the afternoon here. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, when they were reading those things, I didn't know it was me. They were. Wow, it is well. Okay, yeah. I'm happy to be here once again in Covenant University. I want to first of all, recognize our, the Chancellor and Chairman Board of Regents, Covenant University, who, in the person of Bishop David Oyedepo. I also want to recognize our center leader, Professor Iwala, the deputy center leader, in the person of Professor Adetiba, our M&E officer, my very own mommy, Professor Gulano. Yeah, I want to honor all the professors here at CApIC-ACE or in Covenant University. I want to honor my very own mama, Mommy Helen. Yes. Yeah, my supervisor is also online, watching us from Canada, the person of Professor Marion Debbie. Yeah, I also want to thank or honor the first or the pioneer set of CApIC-ACE. Yeah, they've been very wonderful and supportive of this whole alumni forum. Yeah, and then I want to recognize my sets, the second set, CApIC-ACE. It's everybody, hi. Yeah, thank you all very much for having me. I just have 30 minutes to talk. Yeah, and I also want to recognize the presence of all the alumni and the students of CApIC-ACE. Thank you. I'm seeing Oga Daniel again. Yeah, that's wonderful. My elder brother is here to make sure I don't get kidnapped. Yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you, sir, for this. Mr. Bruno, thank you very much. I don't know, do I keep calling names? Dr. J, well done, sir. I honor you, sir. Yes, all right, so I'll just get right into it. So I have been given a very difficult topic to talk about in 30 minutes. And, no, it's like, yeah, 11:30. All right, given a very difficult topic to talk about, which is literally making a success of life after graduation. And I was like, have I made success at all? Or it is well, I'll leave that to you to judge. Yeah, I just want to give a brief background of my journey, just brief background of my educational journey, and then we'll talk about some of my professional journey, even as I speak to you guys. Yeah, so by the grace of God, I did my Bachelor of Science in Abia State University. I always wanted Professor Iwala to teach me, but he had left Covenant University when I got admission. Yeah. Yeah, so that was my Bachelor of Science degree. I was 19 years old when I graduated. So I have maybe like 9 years of experience after school. Yeah, starting up a company. Most people don't know I have a company. I started when I was a student here. I had a company. Yeah, All right. Then I graduated from the University of Lagos, biochemistry. I did biochemistry in both Abia State University and University of Lagos. That's my mom there, my backbone. Yeah, and then, of course, Covenant University, where I got my master's in bioinformatics. Yeah, then I wanted to also talk about my other journey. Why is this clicker not working again? Where do I have to face this one? All right. Yeah, my other journey at the University of Virginia, where I've gotten to meet a lot of wonderful and awesome people. And, seeing people from different walks of life, different races, getting to connect with even the Africans in the University of Virginia, talking to them, getting their numbers and things like that. We'll talk more about those things even as we progress in this talk. And then, these are my friends. You don't know who the next person sitting by your side will be tomorrow. We'll talk about it in the course of this talk. Yeah, my friends, these are my kids. They look old, but they're very, very young. Yeah, they're learning how to do research. Yeah. All right, so we probably have heard of success in TMC. And one thing they will tell you is this very, very common word. They say success is not a destination, it's a journey. And that's true. That's true. If you ever arrive, that is the day you're supposed to die. It's a process. You keep going on that process. And the person that you become during that process is what really matters and what matters to God. And in TMC, we talked about the fact that success is not measured by the number of houses that you have, measured by the number of cars that you have, not measured by the number of degrees you have. If you have degrees more than a thermometer, that's still success. But success is being in the center of God's will for your life, literally doing what God has ordained you to do on the face of the earth. And in TMC class, you know why I got an A in TMC? I knew all these things. All right, so in the TMC class also, they tell you that the most successful person ever was Jesus. He didn't have cars. He didn't even have a place to lay his head. But we are living in 2024 AD. Jesus became the reference for time, literally. He was very successful. Yeah, but today we are going to talk about something different. The Bible tells us that this book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth, but you shall meditate upon it day and night, and observe to do all that is written therein. And you will make your way prosperous, and you will have success. So there is a part you have to play. The Bible also says somewhere, I think in Romans, that as far as it lies with you, live at peace or follow peace with all men, as far as it lies with you. Yeah, so that tells us that there is a part you have to play in all of this to have that success that God himself has destined for you. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're talking about how to make the success of that journey. Making a success. You have a part to play. All right, so that's what we're going to be talking about. And I've divided this talk into two parts. I'll be very fast from now. I'm going to talk about the transition, where I'll be giving some insights on transitioning from academia to professional life. And I'll also be talking about some of my personal experiences. I've encaptioned it Josephomics. Just the way we have genomics, we have transcriptomics, we have metabolomics. Yeah, we have economics. So now we'll look at what Josephomics will be all about. Then we'll talk about how to overcome challenges even as we transition from academia to professional life. Then we'll talk about networking. This whole forum literally focuses on networking. And, I'll talk about the importance of networking and practical tips for networking. All right, so here we go. The transition. Transitioning from academia to professional life. And I'll use the case study of Joseph in the Bible to explain what I mean by this. You see, everybody, we all have dreams. Some people here, that you are burdened with a glorious destiny. You just know that there's something great about your life. You just can't wait to be released. You just can't wait. You just have that dream that one day I'm going to be president of Nigeria, I'm going to be this or that. Joseph had the same dream. He had a dream that his brothers and even his mom and dad would bow down to him. But do we know that Joseph's dream never came to pass until he started to interpret the dreams of other people? Life is too big to be all about you. Too big to be all about you. He started, first of all, to interpret the dreams of the baker and the wine bearer of Pharaoh. And then from there, he went on to interpreting the dream of Potiphar, of Pharaoh, as we all know. And that literally took him to the next level. What is the dream of CApIC-ACE? What is the vision and mission of CApIC-ACE? Do you understand these things? Have you interpreted it already? You will need to start from where you are before you can now replicate what you've learned where you are in the place that you're going to. If CApIC-ACE or Covenant University wants to be the top 10, part of the top 10 university in the world, what are you doing to make sure CApIC-ACE gets there? Literally, you start now. Start interpreting the dreams of others. Now, the next thing we'll talk about, because there's no more time, is to always profile solutions to problems based on experiences. How many of us know that this guy, Joseph, in the Bible, was a manager, literally a manager? Even when he was younger, his dad would tell him to go and check on what his brothers were doing. He was managing. When he got to Potiphar's house, what was he doing? They gave him everything. He was in charge of everything in Potiphar's house. He was managing. He was a manager, born manager. Now, look at what happened. Joseph was in front of Potiphar, was in front of Pharaoh, and God gave him the wisdom to interpret the dream of Pharaoh. But he didn't just stop there. Joseph, after telling Pharaoh, oh, this is your dream, and this interpretation, you're going to have 7 years of plenty, 7 years of famine, he went further to say, sir, the wisest thing to do is to now organize storehouses in different locations in Egypt, so that when the time comes, you'll be able to do this and do that. That was not God's instruction. That was his managerial knowledge and skills coming to play. That was his experience of life coming to play. Everything we have passed through in this life is for a reason. Every single thing we have passed through. God will use it on your journey. Like I said, success is not a destination. It's a journey. On your journey, God will use it. There was a day my handwriting took me to the presence of a top manager. Just my handwriting. Those that know me, man, just handwriting. I know places I've attended just because I can play musical instruments. I know where I've been to. And it all started with, I just like people that play instruments. I want to learn how to play it. That was it. God will use those experiences to transform your life. Literally. And then I want to also give, this particular example of my own life. After graduating from the university, I was one of the best students. Yeah, even not the best. But I didn't get any job. I was looking for jobs I didn't get. But I then saw a job as a teacher in a secondary school. One of my mommy's friends just pitied me, just said, come and teach in my school, in my madam's school. I went there, I was teaching. And what was my salary? 28,000. Me, that was earning 33,000 as a copper. Now, was it demotion? But I accepted the role, just telling you my professional experience. Accepted the role, and in the course of time, there was this day I had my madam. I'm not saying you guys should. It's just on people's conversation. No. But it was just a coincidence. I was in her office, and she was begging somebody on phone, please now come and teach my children music. Come and teach them how to play instruments. And she was begging the person for 150,000. The person was saying, no, 200,000 last. When my madam dropped the call, I was like, madam, do you know I can teach music? I can teach music. She was like, yeah, are you serious? I said, yes, even if you give me 20,000, I will teach music. Madam said, you have the job. That was how I started teaching music. The next thing that happened was, there was this day again, in that same school. Now, remember, my salary was 28,000, but I provided solution to a problem that they had. My salary was now 40,000. I became the highest earning teacher there. Even when we were in CApIC-ACE, I don't want to say it's off camera, but at least I earned more than, like I was getting some kind of, yeah, don't worry, you guys don't understand. You have to be able to think and provide solutions. Yeah, there was this other day in the same place. I was working and my madam was prizing a chess teacher, like wanted somebody to come and teach chess in the same school. I said, madam, is it not chess? I can teach chess now. What is chess? God knows I never knew anything about chess. Nothing. I don't know the ABC of chess. But when she gave me the job instantly in the office, I went home, I downloaded all the materials on chess. I formed a scheme of work, everything on chess. I became a chess master on YouTube. Downloading stuff. I became a chess, and I started teaching chess. If you play with chess with me now, you can't beat me. It was just because I wanted something more. But I had to help solve problems in the organization. I became the highest earning, even I was earning more than the principal of the school, such that they now made me principal at 22. At 22, of a secondary school. Yeah. It's just God, it's God. I never even knew all these things were happening, but life was just going. It's a journey, not a destination. All right, so the next thing you do, insights. I hope I have time. All right, the next thing to do is to set goals for long-term success. Even Joseph, when we're talking about Joseph Omix, Joseph did the same thing. He set goals for himself. He set goals, and he made sure that he was able to meet up with, what Pharaoh wanted to see. Pharaoh didn't want his people to suffer or to go through that starvation period. So you set goals. Anything you want to do in future, start now to do something. Just do something now. Just do something now. If you have a paper to write, all you have to do, write a topic in that Word document. Put the name of your supervisor there. Put your own name. Put introduction, abstracts. Just put all the titles. Leave it there, sleep. But just start. Just start something. And make sure you have set goals. You have timelines. Yeah, you have timelines, things to meet up with time. Set goals for yourself. That's something that sets you up for success. All right, so we've talked about these things, but we didn't talk about one of the most important things, and it's the fact that it's going to be very, very painful. The transition will be very painful. I think I was talking to Oga Daniel, when I was saying, I thought I was brilliant. I honestly thought I was brilliant when I was living here. But when I went to the US, I found that I don't know anything. Honestly, I don't know anything. It will humble you. Hi, Jesus. Okay, we'll talk about that. So overcoming challenges. If your dream is not bigger than you, then God himself did not put it there. That dream has to be bigger than you. It has to be something that is mind-blowing. Something that when you tell people, they will think that you're crazy. And how can you cope with something that is bigger than you? How? What do you do? This is recorded, Abby. Okay, I don't want my PI to hear anything. All right. So, I was in an environment that was kind of hostile to me. And I was supposed to do my qualifying exams. If you fail that thing, they kick you out of the system. You will not do your PhD again after 2 years in the US. I was supposed to do a qualifying exam. That's the most difficult thing ever. It's like difficulty was increasing. Those that play game, they increase the level. Jesus. That's how it is. Life never gets better. Never gets better. Does it get better, sir? You get different challenges as you go up. It does not get better. What we are passing through now is chicken change. Yeah, you just have to be courageous. Yeah, I remember I had to face that exam. Nobody was there. My family did not even know what I was passing through. They were just like, I'm a smart boy. No problem. But the challenge was bigger than me. I was given papers that were too difficult to comprehend. Electrochemistry. What do I know about electrochemistry? I started reading. They were nice. I cried. As big as I am. Cried. but there is something that I always do. There's no other solution to overcoming challenges. But take it to the Lord in prayer. There's no other solution. I'm sorry. This is the number one thing that came to my mind. If you're not a person of prayer, you meet some things along. Because my friends actually had ways of coping with stress and all these things. They'll go and party, they'll drink, smoke, womanize. But I cannot do all those things now. I know where I come from. Yeah, so the only way we survive is by prayer. All right. Yeah, the next thing is to celebrate small wins. Celebrate your small wins. Celebrate your small wins. Even God himself, when he created anything that he created, even though it was incomplete, he will say, this thing I created is good. And I noticed something again about Thanksgiving. You see, during my time of prayer, when I want to pray, I literally would take out all my certificates out of my file. I would spray it on the floor. Nobody was there to help me. Because I know that if God does not help me, I've died. Sorry, that's wrong English. But you know what I'm thinking about. Yeah, spray it on the floor and start rolling on the floor and say, God, I thank you for this one. You are the God of Abia State University. You are the God of University of Lagos. You are the God of Covenant University. And I know you will see me through this one. That is it. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving literally opens up creativity in your mind. Thanksgiving, I've noticed that thing. Always thank God. Always celebrate small wins. Be thankful. All right, so okay, so the next thing I would talk about is failing forward. There are times when you just give me the line in case. Okay, sorry for the breaking transmission. So there are times when you will fail, but you always need to learn to keep all those things behind you. Just forget about the past failures and try to move forward. Another thing about failing forward, I got it from this book by John Maxwell, is to learn from, not from your own experience, but from the experience of other people. Anything any phase of life that you are presently, somebody else has gone through it. So all you have to do is keep searching for the books. Ask people, ask your friends, if you have good friends. Ask your friends, what book can I study if I'm going through this in my life? Pick that book and read it. Learn from the experience of other people so you don't go through that same excruciating pain. You don't learn from your own experience, but from the experience of others. That's what this book will teach you. All right, no more time. The next. Okay. Yeah. So we're done with that phase of the transition. Now we'll talk about the importance of networking. This whole CApIC-ACE Alumni and Students Forum is literally the main points or objective of such a forum is to network. And, one of the things that enforces networking is literally unity among the two people. And scripture, we know that even God is afraid. Sorry, let's just put it like that. God is afraid, in quotes, of people that are united. Because if it was not so, when they were building the Tower of Babel, you will not have heard, let us, again. That was the second and only time that God said, let us do something. The first time God said, let us, was when he wanted to create human beings. But in Genesis chapter 11, he said, let us go and see what they are doing. And these people were people of the Stone Age. We all know the distance from the earth here to the sun. They wanted to build a house from here to the sun. And God knew that He searched their hearts. He knew that these people will do it too. Because of the way they were united, the way they were determined to get, they will do it. Even us, why would they scatter their languages? Why? That's why I said he was, in quote, afraid. Why? You see, unity, determination, literally helps people to work towards a common goal and achieve great things that are mind-blowing. Yeah, and so we're going to talk about some of the importance of networking. I don't know why my slides are so clumped up. Maybe it's got the system. Yeah, the first is to facilitate professional networking amongst alumni. You know, when we have different alumni doing different things, if someone is working somewhere, you can literally call the person and say, hey, this and this, I need someone that can do this for me, and they will help you out. By the grace of God, I have friends that are judges. These people were core members like me many years ago. Many years ago, I'm talking about like 7 or 8 years ago. I'm very young, but I'm still 20-something. Yeah, but that's by the grace of God. But these guys are now judges. I never knew they would be judges. Some, I know them. I have a friend that used to be the director of National Medical Association of Abia State, NMA. How did I get to know these people? It's just relationship, simple relationship between two people as friends. We'll talk about how to get all those things, practical tips on networking. Talk about it. I think that's the last thing I'm going to talk about. Yeah, so this kind of networking helps you to get the contact of different people, you know, and you don't know where you're going to meet them. You don't know what God is going to do with their lives. You just have to, you know, work with them, connect with them, and literally do great things. Anything that comes to your mind that you want to do. And the second thing I would like to say should be the main focus of a networking program is to provide platforms where different people can get information on jobs, scholarships, and stuff like that. I'm the kind of person that if I'm doing well, I want all my friends to be doing well. I don't want to be alone in it. But I want everybody to suffer what I'm suffering. Yeah, maybe enjoy, but you see me and you say, it's doing well. Come first, don't worry. All right, so that's one of the importance. Another importance is, you know, to showcase some of the accomplishments of the alumni and even the students. And that literally would boost the brand of the university where the student is found, just like Covenant University. And also to engage, you know, the alumni and even the students in, you know, speaking to the world about the kind of quality that can be gotten from their university or the community, just like CApIC-ACE. We have things like LinkedIn where we can, you know, showcase ourselves, and it will now be some kind of advertisement to other Africans, East Africans, West Africans, and tell them that, CApIC-ACE is wonderful, you need to come here. Yeah, I think sometime I sent like one of CApIC-ACE's posting on LinkedIn, and maybe it worked, maybe it didn't work, I don't know. But you can't tell. You don't know where someone saw what, and things are just moving. So those are kind of the importance of networking. I'm just trying to touch everything that they told me to talk about. All right, so time is going. I need to talk about the practical tips for networking. If I have not said it before, it's important to read books, read books. If you have not read this book, you have not read these 2 books, at least every human being should read it at least once before you die. These 2 books are very important, very important. So what are we talking about there within these 2 books? The first thing is be a good listener. You know, if God puts you in a position of leadership, you cannot move people. They don't know they don't care about what you know till they know how much you care. Nobody cares how much you know till they know how much you care about them. So you have to show always that you care about people. Everybody that is sitting here beside you will be somebody great in life. Listen to what they are saying. Listen to their face. You see Joseph, the only reason Joseph got out of prison check the story again. Is Joseph saw two people that were thrown in the prison. And then he looked at their faces. And he said, this person going through something. He now said, okay, bros, what is happening? How are you doing? He asked. And then the person said, oh, I had a dream. And in that dream, this happened. And he interpreted the dream of that guy. And it was that same person that now brought him to the presence of the king. So if you want to network, if you want to really get those relationships, you have to be a good listener. Truly care. Truly care. Don't listen halfway and then be planning your response to the person. No. Receive what the person wants to say fully. Then think. And then respond. Listen. Most people do not listen to other people. Most people do not do that. If you're a person that is a good listener and you truly care about people, you do great things. The second thing is, I got this from the 48 Laws of Power. Never outshine the master. Never do that. If you have anybody in place of leadership, you never want to show that, you do not want to show that you're bigger than that person, even if you are. Even if your mind is telling you that you're big and you're supposed to be there, don't do that. Don't do that. You just fall flat. I've learned from experience of other people, so I can't do that. The next thing, the third one, is to identify the people of influence wherever you are. I would actually say it's my own point of view. I might be biased about it, but I think the most influential person here in CApIC-ACE, who do you think it is? Yeah, you guys are smart. So when I came to CApIC-ACE, I just looked. This is the person. I just submitted. Good morning, ma. I think, ma, you have to eat lunch. Yeah. And some of the time, you know all these things, but you don't know that it is a thing until you read about it. And you now say, this thing I've been minoring on. I'm supposed to major on this thing. Literally, when you keep hitting that nail on the head, doors will start opening for you. Literally. All right, so that's one way to network. Oh, okay, yeah. The next thing is to build and lead leaders of leaders. I think I read this in 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell, where he said, if you want to achieve arithmetic progress in leadership, in your sphere of influence, it's important not to, but if you want to achieve arithmetic progress, you lead followers. But if you want to achieve geometric progress, then you build people that are leaders and let those leaders build other leaders, so that you only be controlling few people. Those few people are controlling other people. Those other people are also leaders of other people. Your sphere is endless. Yeah. So that's a way to network. The other one is to attend events. Go out. I'm I'm an introvert basically, but I try to attend events. And when you attend events, research on people. Know the name of their children. This one, I would tell you, know the name of their children. Know the name of their children. Talk about their children. Know what their children are doing in school. If their children are doing something good, you should say it. Research people. Research more than Google. You won't get some information on Google. You have to do deep research. That's how, if you can touch people's hearts, literally you get connections, you get favors with them. I hope people are not inside. They will not know that. Because I've literally been doing all these things intentionally. I know what I'm doing. The next thing is, it's important to remember the names of people and collect phone numbers. You remember people's names and collect phone numbers. The other part, collect phone numbers, is very important. If there's anything you take home today, just collect phone number. If you see somebody at all that is great, or even some people don't have the contact of their classmates saved on their phone now. Am I saying the truth? I promise you, collect their number, chat them up. Make sure that you're chatting them up, even if it's once in a month. You will need it one day, I promise you. All right, so I have a quiz. Connect with me. What's the meaning of me? The first person to get the answer. Who said it first? Was it Madam Eli? Okay. And I can't give Madam Eli small thing, no. I was planning on giving maybe audience 2K or something, but no. All right, ma. I'll see you, ma, after today. Yeah, wonderful. All right. So, if you scan that code, literally, you save my phone number, my email, my everything. Just, yeah. Can I proceed? If are the ones that delay me, they will increase my time. Okay. All right, so I'll progress now, and then I'll wrap it up. This is the conclusion of the matter. The conclusion of the matter. If you don't have the Holy Spirit, what is your hope for glory? Like literally, what is it? How are you going to survive? This world is so harsh. And there is something that guarantees our greatness, and it's that seed of God in us. It's that seed of God in us. Anything I say here, without telling you all these things, it's a lie. And then the final thing I always do is to acknowledge my source. When I got into the lab I currently am, the first thing they did was tell me to introduce myself. I said the first thing about it, sir, is I'm a Christian. The Bible verse is trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he shall direct your path. That was to them. Literally. In my lab, I don't want to say, they're watching. All right. Yeah, they're watching in the conference room right now. I don't want to say any other thing, but they know. In my desk, there is Jesus. They put their own things there. You know what white people do now? Yeah. But me, they should know that this one is a Jesus person. They should know. If you check my LinkedIn, by the grace of God, any post I put there, I must say Jesus. See, if God can trust you to say his name on any platform, from the small platform, he will give you bigger platforms. I could never have imagined in my life that I would go to Covenant University or sit down on this seat that maybe VC has sat. When they said I should come here, I said, no. This is where I belong. I went to even sit at the back. If God can trust you to say his name anywhere, literally, he will give you anything. All right, so that is the end of my presentation. Thank you all so much for listening. God bless you. Huh?
Very wonderful session. A round of applause for our speaker once again. Right about now, we'll be going into the second session. Grant winning for exploits, strategies and tips, taken by Mr. CAPIC-ACE. But before then, I'll be calling on Ms. Karen to read the citation. A round of applause for her, please.
Thank you so much. So, CAPIC-ACE is a distinguished Cameroonian scholar and researcher, currently a PhD student in biochemistry at Covenant University, Nigeria. Niels has a robust academic background and wealth of professional experience in medical and public health biochemistry. Neil holds 2 master's degrees, one in medical biochemistry from the Faculty of Medicine, University of Yaoundé 1, and another in public health biotechnology from the same university's Faculty of Science. Additionally, he earned a bachelor's degree in clinical biochemistry from the University of Chang. His educational journey also includes a British language certificate in English from British Language Center, Yaoundé. Niels has gained extensive practical experience through various internships and professional roles. Professionally, Niels has several significant positions. He is a fellow of the Afrique One Research Excellence of African Challenges in Health Program, a World Bank research assistant at the Covenant Applied Informatics and Communication Africa Center of Excellence, and the training manager in the Molecular and Cellular Department at Biolab Biotech. He also coordinates the CRISPR Diagnostic Technology Project in Cameroon, supported by the University of Cambridge. I think he deserves some round of applause. In addition to his research and professional roles, Niels is actively involved in community service and leadership. He co-founded the International Fair for Young African Researchers and serves as an organizing member of the Bioinformatics and Biostatistics Hubs at the Biotechnology Center of the University of Yaoundé 1. He is also the co-founder of Ben's Clean, a company producing household cleaning products, and the Cameroon medical ambassador of Enstango, a medical tourism company in India. I think he deserves another round of applause. Niels' dedicated to professional development is further demonstrated by his numerous awards and grants. He has received grants from the Company of Biologists for training workshops on advanced molecular diagnostic technologies and DNA extraction techniques. He was awarded the AFRIC-1 Research Excellence PhD Fellowship and the World Bank Scholarship under the CApIC-ACE program. His Excellence has also been recognized with the President of the Republic, Paul Biya Scholarship, the HGR1, H3 Afrique Developing Country Award, and an internship program with NEF NVR Toxicology. So please make welcome Gerdia Kazel-Lewis.
Wow. Thank you for the introductions. So, Director, my professor, my supervisor. So, good morning. For me, it's a greet. I remember when Bruno talked about this program, he said, you will talk of alumni, and I said, I'm not an alumni, I'm still a student. He said, no, you will talk. You have many things to share with us. I was, no, I don't have anything to say. I don't know what I can say. He said, I just say, I will see, but I'm not sure that today I will be here. He said, even if it's online, you will join. So and today I'm in front of you. So thank you. Thank you, CApIC-ACE, and thank you also, Bruno. So today, for the topic of today, he said, I talked about unlocking funding opportunities for young researcher and projects. When he sent me the topic again, I was like, Bruno, big English, you don't mind? Yes, you know, I have a challenge in English, but I said, it's okay. As you call me grantor, money man, yes, I will discuss about it. So I said, okay, and I took the project. Okay, and I said, okay, I can draw this outline so I can go through it, so I can share my experience. It's not like I'm not a good reader of books, but I'm a good reader of papers and come out with idea that can generate money. So from the topic, I was like, okay, what can generalize this topic is how could we earn money from research? Because it's a big challenge. Because since I came here, CApIC-ACE, most of students was just struggling. We don't have money. We don't have money for research or reagent. They were crying. But for me, Miss Helen knows. She always receive my papers for small grants. It's small. So for me, it's not a challenge at all. When you have an idea, you have a key, you have dollars. You see the man in the lab He's holding insert rolled pipette. He's holding dollars. Yes. And how could we hold these dollars? We start by grant writing. What is it, in fact? As I said, all of us, when we reach postgraduate studies in masters, we all have topic, which is the key of things. For me, when I have an idea, it's a research idea is my good, because me, I always define myself as an entrepreneur. Because the entrepreneur, for him, is the idea. How the idea can give him money. So for me, the difference from me and the common entrepreneur is me, I don't have a concrete product or a good that I can sell in the market. But my good is what is the idea. So if I have an idea, from one idea I can develop thousands of small projects. And what is, in fact, that activity, in fact, of developing the idea for sale is called grant writing, which is what, in fact, the process of researching, writing, and submitting a proposal to secure funding. From who? It can be foundation, and you have thousands of foundations. You can support research. You just need ideas. There are many foundations needing ideas, and they have a lot of money, a lot. You can have SFA, this is Science of Africa Foundation. You can just type on Google, and you will see their profile. You have Bill and Melinda Gates. You have thousands of foundations that can support grants. You have also corporations or government agency. In Nigeria, I was surprised when I came here, and I saw there's the government support research in Nigeria. In my country, oh, this is a dream. You have TED Fund. I got also the privilege to participate in, I was invited in Abuja, so let's say 2 or 3 weeks when I came here, by the Nigerian Academy of Science to come also to discuss, as I'm discussing today, in front of alumni and present CApIC-ACE students, to just impact also other young researchers how they can strategize to resolve this funding issue. So, and I was surprised to see that in Nigeria, there's many organizations just to support research, like TED Fund. You can design your own project and go directly. If it's good, they can finance. But I will show you the rules, what they need. You have also research centers, like CApIC-ACE. CApIC-ACE, our funder. You have ACE-JIT. All these are in Nigeria. So you can easily design your own project and submit to them. And they can give you money to realize your project. So what are the requirements? These are small requirements based on my personal experience. Because I started the journey of grant writing since 2014. And I started earning small money in 2016. So, and this is the small requirements I'm going through. So first of all, you have to identify the potential funder and understand their priorities. It's very important. Articulate your a specific project, what you have already, and design smart objectives. Very, very important, because actually many funders do not focus again in general knowledge, like epidemiology study and everything. They will always focus on what? The product. And here I have a director for each presentation. When it's attend, at the end of your presentation, the only question he will ask you, what is your product? So think about your project and what could be the product that can solve a problem in your environment or your community. Very important, because it's that product that you will sell. So you have to showcase also the project impact is what I'm talking about, the innovation. It could be in alignment with the funder goals. Never go you have to be focused on the goal of the funder. Very important also. and providing a detailed and realistic budget for the project. A realistic budget. If a funder said a master is 3,000 US dollar, you come with a project of 4,000. Please, it's not for me. I can't afford it. I will put it in the trash. Or you look another funder. PhD is 6,000 US dollar. If you come with 8,000 or $6,001, I can't afford it because I have only 6,000 to give to you. So if you come with a project of 6,001, no, it's not deserved for me. Go and read again the rule. So I'll put first of all your project. When I will have $6,001, okay, I can approve your project. So it's very important. It's very important. And there's also one thing on budget. If you are too unrealistic by giving a small budget, so it means that you don't even understand what you are doing. I'm giving you, for example, an example. I have 6,000 to give you for a project, but you come with a project of 1,000 US dollars. Okay? I'm not sure that you know what you are doing. Are you sure that you really want to resolve my objectives? Because if I give you 6,000, me too, I measure the word, and that figure is good. You can realize something in that objective with 6,000. With 1,000, I'm not sure. Go to the market. Someone can help you. That's also very important. So really work on it when you are designing also, when you write your project. And outline also a plan to access the project success. This is the product. Ensuring error-free and polished writing. So when you finish your writing, you have a mentor, you have supervisor, disturb them, send them, push them so that they can read your project that you want to sell. It's very important. It's very important. Meeting deadlines and following application guidelines. So yes, also this one is very important. So respect the deadline. When they said the submission deadline is the 26th of July, make sure to send before the 26th. When they say it, according to the application guidelines, here there's also a small trap that many people fall when they are writing grants. If I'm asking you to give me a summary of your project in 100 characters, respect the character, don't respect the words. If you give me a word, so it means that you bypass the character and you want me to have taking not enough time to read your project. Directly, you do not respect also the rule, the application guideline, and they will throw in the trash, and you cry when they will send you a lovely letters. So, grant writing is an exercise specifically for people seeking for funding to drive positive change and achieve their goals. And for those people, you have individual like researcher, all of us here, me too. I like money, so to do research. So graduate and postgraduate students. You have non-profit organizations, businesses, groups. Yeah, these are the people, I know they are seeking funding to achieve a particular objectives. So what are the key elements of a successful proposal? So for each project, you should state clearly the problem and your objectives. This is the key of all the projects. If you present a project and they don't understand why are you realizing your project, so it's like, what am I supposed to give you more money? So if there's no problem, there's no need I can give you my money. So you should identify the clear problem in your community and present with smart objectives that can direct link to a specific product. Because when I see a project and from the title, I can understand directly the product. And it's that product that can lead me to give my money. And you should well-defined your methodology and your approach. I remember when I was in class, when I get here, my first class was with Professor Ogulano, project writing. This was well-defined methodology and approach. Your methodology will be chronological. You know, like, I want to reach maybe the door. You said you want to go, first of all, to CU Gate, come to PGCAF, and before reaching the door. There's no chronology in your methodology. So when you are drawing, when you are writing, it should be a chronology in what you are writing, especially the methodology. Very easy to understand what you are trying to do to achieve the product. So you should also design in, when you are writing, you have to emphasize on the impact and the outcomes in your project. And always you have to be realistic on your budget and timeline. So another thing, I think this one, I will first of all emphasize, this is me. Use clear and concise language. Don't use words to impress the reviewer. I know you people are big English speakers. But at times, to be candid, I compete with people. But I was like, how could English speakers speak weekend? So they speak, but they don't understand what they are saying. I went to Tanzania, and they gave me 3 minutes to present my work. 3 minutes. And anyone in the hall, in front of big funders, like I'm in front of directors, white people coming from USA, coming from everywhere. They were sitting. After my presentation, whether I was struggling, I even asked, can I present in French? They said, try your small English, you know. I said, oh God, in front of people from USA, London, UK. I said, how can I cope this one? Anyway. And they refused slides. The first day, they allowed slides, but people were just running over their 3 minutes. In my turn, they said, Oga, no slides again. Go ahead, you have your 3 minutes to present in English. This one, clear and concise language. Thank God for me, I don't have big English. I use the basic I know to explain my problem, the solution. That's all. In 2 minutes, everyone understands what I want to do. They were just now saying, no, this is a technical way you can resolve this. Because I was presenting for One Health program, so they will always ask me, so you should implement this one and this one so that the One Health concept could be implemented in your work. But when they call my name, that this is the PhD fellow that we give the award of best presentation, for me, I was like, I'm not sure that is my name. Yes. So at times, this is also a trap for you to make it different from me, because I don't have a big English, basic English, and people don't mind if I miss the E or S or no. What is your idea? It's the core concept that they mark. Sorry. So use the storytelling techniques. So your study design should be chronologically stated. Very important. So when you start at A, they should like with B, C, D, and you land it at E. People understand where you are going. Not like A, after you jump at E, we don't know, so you miss, so you make, people will not understand you. So at the end, they will give you again extra 1 minute. Please, in just one sentence, can you summarize against what you want us to give us money? Very important also. Very chronological when you are talking. and highlight your expertise and team. No, it's not like you say, I'm a biomedical scientist and what. No. There's a way to go about it, but this one is practical. So we can discuss if after this one, if you really want to learn, we can discuss this one. Even your team. This one, the team appear at the end when you are designing your budget. Because for each activity, when you allocate a budget, you have to justify why the budget. So while justifying your budget, you have to allocate a technical or responsibility. That's where they can mark this one, your team. But at times, people think that, they have to say, I'll work with a big professor, I'll work with... No. They'll go through your budget. How did you justify? Okay, so that's how you can also talk about your team. Okay, another also for grant proposal is building relationship with funders. My brother here has talked about the relationship is a key. And now you ask yourself, how can I relate with the funders? Yes, you relate with funders. This is what in French they call it a lobbying. I know you, you know me. Strategically, if there's a call and you know I'm the one coordinating, just call me, ask me, how are you? And I heard that you coordinated something like this. I applied, not I would apply. No, I applied. Very important. Yes. Why? I went to Tanzania. I was coordinating a grant writing with them, but I was too loaded. I shared the role, but we did not apply. But when I reached Tanzania, I met the funders. While interacting with her, she was very excited that, so there's a PhD fellow, and I saw your name. So, and I saw in her laptop, she was evaluating that project, that call for proposal. And directly I said, I saw you during a webinar where you were teaching how to apply for this grants for proposal. She was very excited. So you know me? I said, yes, I follow you. Where? First of all, through Twitter, and I attended also the webinar. And the question she asked me, did you apply? I stopped my communication. And she asked again, how far? Did you not answer me? Did you apply? I was like, oh, unfortunately, I started the application, but I could not go through it because of many, oh God, should I just click on apply? I'm like, this is what and she showed me. Do you know how much? Let me just shut up my mouth. Yes, the money for 6 years, millions of dollars. 6 years. I would like partner with also CApIC-ACE. He said, the director said, yeah, you can networking so that we can support also CApIC-ACE. For me, I will start sitting here as a PhD student and supporting also other PhD students and master students. $4 million each year for 6 years. My goodness, I was speaking alone after the meeting that day. Yes, he can testify. I got angry, got to how, you see how a relationship can give you, change your life from the dark to the light. But that thing teach me a lesson. When I start an application now, even if I'm writing rubbish, I'll put, first of all, submit. Because I don't know where I can, with who I can relate to. And the question will ask me, did you apply or do you intend to apply? No. Did you apply? If yes, okay. So where is your apply? She will just check your name and the number of submission, your registration number. That's all. You see how what lobbying can lead to. Very important. Tailoring proposal to each funder. Yes. It's not, CApIC-ACE is working in molecular diagnostics of prostate cancer and breast cancer and malaria. You can bring a project in tuberculosis or lung cancer. No, it's not for them. So highlighting organizational capacity and expertise, this is what I was talking about your budget. Being persistent and resilient in the face of rejections. Yes, when you receive a lovely letter. For me, I don't know, I have actually from the mail I got from Covenant University, I'm running about 1,000 or 2,000 mail. From the 2,000 mail, is 90% is lovely letters. And those lovely letters is my strength. Yes, because they got the love of reading my project. And from that, and each day, I have a score. From a week, I should apply at least 10. 10. On 24 hours a day, you can know I have 2 hours I'm up. 12 in the midnight, 3 a.m. So it means that I don't even have time to sleep. Anytime you send me, I reply all my mail, WhatsApp, Facebook. If you text me anytime, I'll reply to you. So, never give up. Yes. So, yes, now the big, where can you apply? Who can give you money? So you have government agencies. I said in Nigeria you have quite a lot. I just know TED Fund because it's the one I saw. And you have foundations. I talked about SFA, there's Bill Melinda Gates, you have many others. Non-profit organizations. She mentioned in my profile the Company of Biologists. I don't know how much I ate from those people. Since 2014, I started with them with a lot of lovely letters. As I said, lovely letters is my strength. I started with them. I was like, how could see all the professors with grants. When should I also have congratulations? So every day I tried. Lovely letters. 2015, I tried again. Lovely letters. 2016, but 2016 I got internship, a grant internship through Association of African University. They are also part of funders of CApIC-ACE, so I followed them. I got it was my first congratulation. Yes, my first congratulation was from them. I said, thank God. So I can also write something international, and I got it. It was small, but it was something. I used it to pay my school fees that time. Yes. And for that, I tried with the Company of Biologists again, and I started getting the approval in 2018. Since then, till now, there are others I did not put in the CV. You know, I just say, this man. Yes, there are many things I did not put in that CV. But I ate. Anything they applied, they asked for, call for proposal. Is it a small meeting grants for training, for conferences, travel grants? I got everything. Last year, I said, this year I'm poor. I have to. When they assigned, they said, no, Oga, this year, rest. Wait 2 years before applying again. I said, okay, there's no problem. I'm waiting my 2 years. My 2 years finish in November 2024. December 2024, I'll start applying again. Yes, that's it. So, and also, there's also a key. When you got a philosophy, when you understand, he was talking about the philosophy. When you understand the philosophy of the founder, is the key. Because you can draw your idea, but surrounding their philosophy So you play in their head and they'll give you money. So it's very important at time. That's why lovely letters is where you learn from lovely letters. Because when you apply it and you receive a lovely letters, it means that tomorrow when you apply again, you will not make the same mistake you did first. So you try to correct. Every time when you correct, you learn also. And you can master their platform and know exactly what they want. So today, I know exactly what they want. So I can touch them. And I can promise, if I submit a project with them on 3 or on 4, 1 or 2 will enter. Yes. So, what are the strategy? This is part of the strategy I was talking about. So, how do you get funding opportunities online? So, many of you have a phone. Directly, if I just click on Google, I will not focus on just typing what I want to type. I'll first of all scroll. There are many advertisements Google sends for free. Just take your time, scroll, and you get what you want. If it's scholarship, you can get. If it's fellowship, you can get. Grants, you can get. In any domain. Yeah, this is how me get my opportunities. And also, yes, I can use Google. When I don't see an advertisement about an opportunity, I can just type prostate cancer research grants in Africa, for example, and see what he will give me. Is there new things concerning the topic like that? He will give you general information. If there's something, just click, read the eligibility. If it's good, try. He talked about the courage. Yes, I have a courage like this. At times, I submitted a grant with Pfizer. When I saw the first response that I was selected for the first evaluation, I just say, no, it's the approved that you can put in the CV. But that other one, I said, Pfizer, for people who knows Pfizer. First evaluation that I received, congratulations, your project was approved for the first evaluation. So I moved to the next step. So it means that all over the world, I competed with experts in cancer. Wow. So I was proud of myself, even if at the end I received the lovely letters. Yes. But I said, I crossed the first step. The same with Novartis, but with Novartis, that other one, I cried. I cried because I passed the first step, the second step, the third step when they give me the project. So because my English, as usual, I draw everything. I have my friends here, my brother who is really helped me. So I designed the speech of the project. So I was discussing with him. So this is the project they talked to me, they gave me, they assigned me to work on. So what is the statement of problem and everything? I scroll everything, and they give me 20 minutes to present it in front of the experts of Novartis. God. 1 week, I was reading, like midnight, wake up, reading, wake up, reading. But even though it was like their way, very polite, even if you are talking rubbish. But it was a good experience. It was a good experience to compete with many scientists in the world, like crossing the first, the second, even the third step. But at the third step, they sent me the lovely letters. I cried. That other ones, I even felt shocked that they should even send me in the trash since. Don't give me the hope. But it was a good experience because from the first, they screened my data, they screened my project. The second, they screened again, and each screening, they were just saying, congratulations, do you know how many people, how many experts we put in the trash to select you? So those words just push me. But at the end, when they put me in the trash, I said, you should have just tell me since. It's very painful. At times, it's very painful. And Another strategy, my brother, he has a secret, networking. He talked about the name of Kit, and my own, I will not say my own here. I can't give my secret here. But networking is very important. Partnership is very important. When you are sitting here, for example, this is also a platform for networking. You, me, the supervisors, they are networking. You don't know what I can give to you. You don't know what your neighbor can give to you. It's very important. It's very important. And one important thing about networking, you have to discuss. And discuss about what? Your topic. Always have like the summary of your topic in one or two sentences. Yes, it's okay. Like you can sit with someone like this and you discuss about what you are doing and what he's doing. Very important. And you can capture 2 or 3 capital words, keywords of your project. And that is a lot. I can sit now while looking maybe opportunities. I will just look something of $1 million. This is prostate cancer in molecular diagnostics. This man, okay. And if you share numbers directly on WhatsApp, I'll send you the information and give you, these are tips, write like this, because I know someone who can push it. So when you finish, get back to me, get back to him. It's very important. When you submit, get back to him. It's very, very important, according to networking. And social media and newsletter, these are the big, social media. I love social media, Twitter, LinkedIn, but especially Twitter, because me, I'm not too much on LinkedIn. Facebook, you use Facebook for fun. Me, I use Facebook to look for money. How? People will say, how? Facebook actually is an AI. You train Facebook to give you the information you want. This is how I train my Facebook. My Facebook actually is 90% opportunities, 10% fun. When I'm sitting on my phone, I can even take a time when it's the time I'm tired to read paper, not books. I take that time to look for opportunities. At times people ask me, do you have a database of opportunities? Yes, I have a database of opportunities. At times from my Facebook, yes, I scroll, see, and it's important what I'm talking about, the discussion about the topic. If I know what you are doing, and even this event, I can turn it for a grant proposal. I will send you a link. When you don't understand, ask me, this one, what's it for? I will say, you don't know what you have. You already have ideas. You ask me, which kind of idea? Because when I read this one, it's not in line of science and everything. I said, science, when you organize events, it's not science. Events is only life. And you need money to organize events. And there are people giving money to organize scientific events, and a lot of money. So you can turn this small activity as a grant proposal and sell it. People will give you money. People like when you are here like this and speaking about opportunities, science. They like that. There are people who have money to just share like that. You can grab it, and you can also earn dollars and euro. Yes. How is that working? Hello? Is that okay? Sorry. Okay, it's okay. So this is what about grants? The other way also to have money is through fellowship. So these are the small list of fellowship I just scroll and put here. You can just snap and, or you can type on Google and you go through it and understand their goal, objectives, and the money they are giving. And someone will say, why scholarship? Me, I don't like abroad. I like to stay in Africa. Why? They will give me dollar, euro. I will exchange. I will spread it. Yes, I will spread it. this is another strategy. This is one of my strategy also. Me, I've never, he cannot testify. When you are with me, anything, when it comes to scholarship, if I have to send you something, it will be in Africa. You're supposed to think about Africa. You can't think Africa abroad. You think Africa in Africa. So for me, this is my objective. And thank you. So, and most of fellowship, because fellowship, the difference between fellowship and scholarship is just for the whole education, but fellowship is for a particular problem. So mostly for to advance study or research. So me, I'm mostly focused on research as a researcher. So if I have to send you, it will be a fellowship program. It could be master or PhD fellowship program to solve a particular problem in Africa. And at time, yeah, it's small money they give, but that small money is in euro or US dollar or pounds. And when you exchange it, you can live. Naira to dollar to naira or euro to dollar. I don't have to give words here, the numbers. But when you earn, okay, your account changed to maybe to 0 to 7. It's a lot. I can't even, I like money. I like that kind of life. So this is just the example of fellowship. So there's quite a lot, but I just focus on some, not Nigerians are eligible. And actually, there's this one, the Fellowship for African Researcher at the University of Oxford, in enhancing international research collaborations. So I'm also part of this one. AFOX, Africa Oxford Initiative, they fund the research, and actually with big money. So it's also part of. Okay, but the money is coming after. But it's also a good program that I invite many people to be involved. So you have to go through, follow them on Twitter or in their social media page. So what are the strategies to apply to a prestigious fellowship? First of all, you should understand the selection criteria, which is very important. So you should read through when you see an announcement for a fellowship. You have to understand the eligibility criteria. You have to share a clear fit with the fellowship goals. Highlight also your achievement and potential. And this is when you write your motivation. You should highlight your achievement and your potential. So this one, I just show an example of grants I just wrote a couple of days. I finished this one. This is 1 week. And this is a community engagement grant financed by Science for Africa Foundations. So I applied it through my institution, which is CApIC-ACE. And this is, if you read this title, it's totally different from my PhD project, but it's my PhD project. And that's why I said, when you have your project, you can design it any way you can have. Could be social science, anywhere you can find your way. When there's money, try your best. So from all my topic, I just wrote some keyword to get back to it. Grant writing, to summarize, is not a cup of tea, to be candid. It's not something that you can sit down today and it's easy. It's not an easy task, but it's the simplest way a researcher can earn money. And anyone can earn it. Researchers, students, or organizations can earn grants. So that grants can help you to open your door for resources and support for in your innovative projects. So grant writing also you must unlock your potential by exploring funding opportunities and drafting compelling grants proposal. So start today, take the first step toward turning your ideas into impactful realities. For that, these are my words. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
That was very, very powerful. Thank you very much, sir. Can we jam hands together once more for Mr. Kazi for that brilliant presentation? I love it. I know some of us have questions to actually ask, and we have rooms for that. So in 1 or 2 minutes, please, studio. Question, please. If you have your question, in case, just let us know so that we can address them now. The presenters are still here. We can trash them out as soon as possible. So while we are waiting for that, studio, please. Okay. We are moving towards the end of the program gradually, and I've really learned a lot of things which I'm going to implement. Yes. So we have question. Okay.
Yeah, it's something they are supposed to put up. You just send in your question. There is an interactive session to check the program. So to that time you can done.
All right. So we are moving straight to the next session now, and that will be anchored by Mr. Daniel Osai-Bovo. I don't know whether I pronounced the name very well, please. Pardon me for that. While we are welcoming him for the next session, I would like Ms. Moyosori Williams to read the citation of the next presenter. Please can we jam our hands together for Moyosori as coming up. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Osai-Bovo Daniel Ipomosa is a notable biochemist who has significantly contributed to the field of biochemistry and quality control through his exceptional academic background and extensive professional experience. Daniel's educational journey began at Federal Government College in Ijaniki, Lagos State, where he completed his senior secondary school certificate examination in 2013. His passion for biochemistry led him to Covenant University in Nigeria, where he pursued a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry. Daniel graduated in 2018 with a second-class upper and excelled academically. He continued his studies in Covenant University, earning a Master's of Science in Biochemistry with distinction in 2022. Please clap. Further solidifying his expertise in this field, throughout his academic journey, Daniel's dedication and leadership were recognized through numerous honors and awards. He has also earned professional qualifications such as the Graduate Leadership and Management Professional GLMP from the Institute of Management Leadership and Productivity Development Nigeria and an International General Certificate from the National Examination Board in Occupational Safety and Health, NHBOSH. Daniel also holds a diploma in leadership from the African Leadership Development Center at Covenant University. Please, a round of applause. Thank you. Daniel's extensive professional experience in the pharmaceutical industry is marked by his roles in various esteemed organizations, such as Fitson Healthcare PLC, May and Baker Nigeria PLC, and GlaxoSmithKline Consumer Nigeria PLC. In addition to his professional experience, Daniel held the position of Safety, Health, and Environment Officer at Dave Construction Works, a contractor company for Nestle Nigeria PLC in Agbara. Daniel's leadership skills are evident in his various roles, including Vice Chairman of the Postgraduate Student Council at Covenant University for 2021-2022 academic year, and the President of Education Community Development Service Unit in Agbara, Local Government Area, Ogun State, in 2019. He also headed the Covenant University Entrepreneurship Agropreneurship Program in 2018. He is a member of prestigious organizations such as the Royal Society of Biology, RSB in London, the Graduate Leadership and Management Professional GLMP, and the Nigerian Society of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, NSBMB. where he actively contributes to the scientific community. Please make welcome Osagbovo Daniel Ekponwosa.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's actually a privilege to be here. And first and foremost, I want to honor our Chancellor in the person of Dr. David Oyedepo, and our center leader, and most especially, like Miracle said, our mommy, our mother. She's actually my mother, to Professor Olubanke Ogulano. And the most, what did Miracle call it? The most influential person in CApIC-ACE, in the person of Ms. Ellen. God bless you, ma'am. And to we are all students still. To everybody in CApIC-ACE, I say thank you to everybody, and having to uphold the tenets of CApIC-ACE. Jam your hands together for yourselves. So I think, like Miracle said, and Mr. Kaze too, Mr. Kaze, when Bruno reached out to me, like, guy, this topic you dropped, are you a professor, or is it Professor Ogulano that gave this topic? It's a very interesting topic, and I've learned a lot from the engagements that I've had from everybody. So I'm going to be talking on coping strategies, thriving in school and beyond, techniques for managing stress, maintaining work-life balance, and sustaining motivation during and after academic pursuits. So before we begin, there's a little game that I've put together for us, because I saw the topic of miracle and I saw my chairman's topic. I said, this is a lot. So before we even move into another one, we should have some form of relaxation. Please pass the paper to Mr. Bruno. Yes, so I termed it CApIC-ACE Symposium Bingo 2024. So it's just, I just printed 11, so please, you just share to randomly, please, but give Mr. Emmanuel one to Mr. Emmanuel. I want him to partake in that game too. So just for, I put on the slides for people that are watching online. So this game is actually designed for you to get to know something about your colleagues in CApIC-ACE. Like Miracle has said, and Mr. Kazi has said, networking is actually the biggest thing you can ever have as a student and as a person. So we are still going to be talking about networking. So please introduce yourself and write their names in the applicable field. To get bingo, you need to get names to make any two rows, vertically or horizontally. It can be any, either the first or the second, the one in the middle, at the end. Do we understand the game? Okay, not yet. All right. So no one can sign more than one block. So you can't get one person to get two blocks at the same time. So when you have bingo, you shout bingo and come to the front. So I just need 3 persons out of the 11. So it's going to be very interactive. So you have to stand up, get your biro, and meet any international student who loves our peppery dishes. Because I remember one international student, Miriam, when she came, we brought her to Professor Ogulano's office that day. I don't know if she remembers. She couldn't speak English at the time. She didn't like our dishes. So we had to take her to the DSA's office at the time to see how we can make separate kitchen for our international CApIC-ACE student at the time. I don't know if we have that now. Do we have that? Oh, we don't have. Okay. So do we understand the game? So you have to complete the first vertical, the horizontal, anyone. So how many people are with the paper? Let me see the 11 persons. Do we have fun people here? Do we have fun people? Talk now. Do we have fun people? So we're just going to do it for 10 minutes. So just something to lighten up the mood, because what these people have dumped into us is very serious. So please, in 5 minutes, let's stand up and just, people that have the paper, stand up, write the name of anybody, a first class student, a current student that will do his or her PhD here and CU, like that. So let's start now. Please, let's make it fun and interactive. It's still a way to network with other people. Stand up. Don't be shy. Because I know somebody that has not attended chapel service before. And we'll catch you today. Okay, you don't understand? Okay, so the game is you are going to get anybody here. You go around, yes, just interact with your people. It's a networking event too. So you have to complete either the first vertical or the second vertical or the third one and any horizontal line. So you can pick any, either this and the first, this and the second, this and the third. Do we understand? Oh yeah, just let's do it 5 minutes. Bingo, yeah, please come to the front. There's actually a gift at the end of the program for the person that gets it. Yes. Yes, anyone. It has to be the same. This or this or this. Yes, it has to be the same line, vertically or horizontally. Please, we should stand up now. Stand up. Let's interact with each other. Yes. So you've gotten it. So hold it. You are going to stand here. If you are with the paper, stand up. They say we should network. You can't network while you are sitting down. I'll be Mr. Miracle. Can you network when you are sitting down? You can't. No, you are a chairman. We have just 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Eniola, stand up, stand up, stand up. Choma didn't give you any paper. Oh, yeah, come to the front. Just 3 people. Yes, horizontal and vertical, yes. Horizontal and vertical, not all. One horizontal, one vertical. Everything has to be complete. We've just had 1 person, so just 2 minutes left. If you have paper, stand up. They say we should network. If you've actually never attended chapel service, you should put it there. There'll be a gift for a winner. You are done. Anyone, yes. Any vertical and horizontal that is complete. No, you can't do that. Vertical, horizontal. It's not correct. Just one vertical. It can be 1, 2, 3, or horizontal 1, 2, 3. Anyhow you want to do it. No. This vertical, this horizontal. Yes. 1 minute left, please. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Yeah, if you have vertical horizontals, you're fine. Just 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Has any other person got in? Any other person? Just some few seconds left. Just some few seconds. So I think we are up. So we are actually okay with the people here. So I'll just be reading out what they have. Let me start with you. So please, let's settle down. We've tried. Jam your hands together for yourself for participating in this networking game. So the winner, we have something at the end of this. So you said an international student who loves our peppery dishes, Danielle. Who is Danielle? Let me see you. Oh, she's not. We have to actually verify from her if she does love it. But does she love it? Oh, she likes it. Okay. Miriam didn't like it at the time. So, has ever been queried by Madam Ellen for not submitting monthly report? Oba, where is Oba? Where is Oba? Let me see you, Oba. How many times, please? How many times? One or twice. Okay. We will not give you your stipend next month. So did his or BSc, MSc, and currently a PhD student here in CU. Emmanuel, where's Emmanuel? Oh, my chairman. So a current master student that would do his or her PhD here in Covenant University, Miriam. Who is Miriam? She's not here. Well, we can't verify. You've actually lost. I'm so sorry. Jam your hands together for her. Mr. Emmanuel, let me get you on. Thank you. So, an international student who loves our peppery dishes, Theophilus, is not here. What's the other name you put her? What's the other name? Karen. She's not here. She does like, or he. Okay, has ever been queried by Madam Ellen for, I think this should be everybody, because I think I received it once, for not submitting monthly report. Bruno, LOC chairman, Bruno. Did his or her BSc, MSc, and currently a PhD student here in CU. Messi. Who is Messi? Which of the Messi, sir? Is this? Okay, oh, okay. A first class student. Bless, okay, yeah, blessing. Jam it together for blessing. Is it down to? Okay. A current master student that will do his or her PhD here and CU. Whose name is this? Daniel. Daniel. Oh, you've cancelled it. Okay, thank you. Has ever read at their respective college building or cook read overnight? Eniola? Have you? Which one? Cook read or your college? CST, okay. Is a category 1 scholar. Julius. All right. So, Emmanuel, you actually failed because a current master, I'm not a current master student, I've graduated. I will not do my PhD here too. Jam your hands together for Emmanuel. All right. You can go back to your seat. You didn't win now, madam. An international student who loves our peppery dish, Karen. Karen is not here, but you verified. Yes, a first class student, Precious. Where's our smart people? Precious, jam your hands together for Precious. A current master student that will do his or her PhD here in CU, Joshua. Who is Joshua? Oh, you actually do. Congratulations, bro. Has ever read at their respective college building overnight or cook read? Mosun. Where's Mosun? Every night, right? He's a category 1 scholar, Grace. Oh, jam us together for her. So I think you got everything, so you just stand here. This Karen, is this the only person that likes our peppery dish? A first class student, Eniola. Oh, yeah, Eniola. Jam your together for Eniola. A current master student that will do his or her PhD and CU. Mosun. Who's Mosun? Are you doing, would you do your PhD here? You will do your PhD, I've seen it. Has ever read at their respective college building overnight? Precious. It should be this. Okay, this promise. Who is Precious? Oh, you have. Where? Cook read? Oh. Is a category 1 scholar, Grace. Oh, the same person. You can stand here too. Let's just be fast. Oh, you just did horizontal 1. Chioma. A first class student, Chioma, has ever read at their college building, Chioma. Category 1 scholar, Chioma. Chioma, shake this man. You have tried. Go and meet Chioma to collect and shake. Which one? This and this. All right. Karen again. A first class student, Mr. Jerry. That's my boss. I don't know where he is. Mr. Jerry. Yes. A current master student that will do his or her PhD here in CU. Oba. Oh, okay. Prof, please. Don't let them run. Has ever been queried by Madam Ellen for not submitting? Bruno, again. Did his or her BSc, MSc, and currently a PhD student here in CU? Emmanuel, definitely. Yes. So I think you actually got it too. So you should stand here. Oh, you only did vertically and you wrote 2 names. A first class student, Amarachi. A current master student that will do his or her PhD, Joshua. Where's Joshua? Oh, Joshua, Prof, another person. Yes, sir. So thank you so much. You only wrote 2. Okay, the middle. Has ever been queried by Madam Bruno? Has ever read that they are building Oba? Has never attended chapel service in CU? Toby, Loba. Where's Toby? Where's Toby? Where? Okay, it's not true. You can. Thank you. Which? Okay, you actually did not get it. But has ever been queried by Madam Ellen Oba? Has ever read that they are building Precious? This Oba needs to be dealt with. Has never attended chapel service in CU. Grace. Where's Grace? Where's Grace? Grace. Grace did not even attend this one. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for participating. Where's Karen? Oh, you? Are you the one that likes our peppery dishes? Oh, jam us together for her. You like pepper soup? Oh, that's good. That's good. So no, sir, you did not now, sir. Please now. You did not now. You didn't complete it.
This is an horizontal, this is a vertical.
It's not complete. You didn't complete this one.
Oh, you meant everything?
Yes. So, jam hands together for them. So, I didn't even know they were going to talk about networking, actually. I just looked at it. So, this is actually a practical way to network, get to know yourself. So, the gift is actually for our professors to shake the 3 of you. That's actually the gift. That's actually the biggest gift for a prof to shake you, yes. Sir, please, let me crave your indulgence to shake our networkers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Prof, you too, man. Shake, you've never... Somebody should snap them now. Sir, you will add this one to your CV. Jam yours together for yourselves. Thank you so much for participating in this little networking game. So it's actually, before I even start, they've said wonderful things. Networking is actually, I wouldn't call my own networking. Mine should be maybe association. Your level of association, basically. So thank you so much. And please, don't forget to network or associate. Like Miracle said, you will never know the person sitting next to you or what the person will amount to later, basically, or even your own self. Thank you so much for participating. So just try and get to know your colleagues. It's very important. Save their numbers. Who said that? Was it you or Miracle? Yes, save their numbers. Don't just try to get it from the group chat. At least try to save their numbers. So let's go on. Yes, so I will be starting with our Lord's Bishop that said, only those who stay focused on their task end up as frontliners. It's actually very important as a big coping strategy. Focus is actually the #1 big strategy for you if you want to thrive in school and beyond. Like you mentioned for grant writing and all those stuff, if you are not focused on the task that you want to achieve, you will never get it. How many students here passed biochemistry in quotes without focusing? Let me see your hands. Maybe Chioma and Emmanuel. Maybe, basically. Right? Did you? Yes, you focus, right? Focus is actually the number. Mr. Emmanuel was looking at me. So I think focus is actually the #1 thing. And our bishop has said it here. There is only those that stay focused on what they want to achieve. So if you don't have that focus, or if distractions is just pulling you left, right, and center, you can never amount to anything. Like your grant writing now. If you are not focused on getting what you want to get, there's no way you will get it. You will lose focus and you'll be distracted by maybe the Twitter or the Facebook or even the LinkedIn. There are sometimes I will be on LinkedIn trying to like read people's achievement and all those stuff, and I'll be distracted. The main thing I want to get from there, I might not even get it Because just being distracted by looking at, what other people have gotten without being focused on what you can get from what they've gotten, right? So I think focus is actually the number one thing or the number one coping strategy that we must put in place as students and as professionals in order for us to get what we want to get. We by ourselves are the one that will determine our distractions. You know what distracts you will be different from what distracts me, will be different from what distracts Miracle. Like now, basketball can never distract me. It's not even possible because I don't really like it. So, and it might distract you, but if I see it, I will be very focused doing what I want to do, and I will even achieve my goal, while that distraction is just all over my face. But another person, it will be impossible. So this is even personal. You need to understand what distracts you first, before your level of focus can be attained. That's actually the number one thing. And the main thing, like Miracle said, is God, basically. You can't attain anything in life or in your professional career without God. That's the thing. And in Job 8 verse 7, and it says, and though you may have started little, you actually end well. There are a lot of CApIC-ACE students here that might, everybody here are great scholars, but you might not have started well the way you wanted to start. You are not thriving in school, basically. But since you started little, God said you are going to start well. So let me prophesy to somebody's life. You have started little in your first semester. I heard that exams will start on Monday. You will finish well in Jesus' name. Praise God. Prof, maybe you will not anoint me. There are other people that will anoint me. So, the number one thing is God. Thanksgiving is actually what we won't push you more to thrive better. Like, I always reference Miracle's presentation because he's my Oga. He's one of the people I look up to, actually. They said, when people are alive, give them their flowers. It's not when they die that you now start saying, I could have done this, I could have done that. So when people are alive, actually give them their flowers. I think you said it also, but you didn't put it this way. So God is the number one coping strategy, actually. There are a lot of strategies we still, relate it back. And there are a lot of personal experiences too in my little, when they were talking about reading our citations, I think I now ask Miracle, how you take it? This is the way you get, basically. So he said he has been giving thanksgiving from the onset. So if you don't give thanks for the little that you have gotten, there is no way. Papa will always say, or there's a prayer point they raise in church that if you don't thank God for his finger, you will not see his hand. Right? So any little thing that you've amounted to in life that you think you've gotten is God that gave you, basically. So like I've said before, if you know you have started little, God will grant you great. You will end well in Jesus' name. So this, there's a lot of, what do we see actually? From the left, here, what do we see? Students, right? What do we see here? Graduates, basically. So actually, your level of association, right, in life will even determine your longevity. Papa used to say, 20 friends don't play for 20 years, right? But the level of association that you have with those 20 friends in those 20 years can actually determine where you will end. I have a story. I don't think Emmanuel remembered this story. Emmanuel, I don't think you remember, just to be practical. When Emmanuel was in 400 level, I don't think you remember, I was in 300 level that time. I think there was a course in 300 level that was very difficult. I think BCH 313 or something. I went to look for Emmanuel in his hall, in Daniel Hall. You were staying on the up bunk. I don't know if you remember. You don't remember, yes. I said, Emmanuel, how you take past this course? Basically. Emmanuel gave me his notes. He gave me things, or he told me things that he did, that I used to succeed in that course. You don't remember. You remember? It was in 400 level, Daniel Hall, you were on 400 floor. I just remember that story here, and I said I was going to share it. I don't get shy asking for help at any point. So there are a lot of people that might look big to ask for help. You will fail. There's no two way about it. So basically, your level, if I was not associated with him at that point, I would have struggled with that course. But because I was so associated with him, even during master's level, and there's another story, I actually graduated too, because Emmanuel graduated. Jam is together for me too, right? Networking, basically, is actually the greatest asset you can have. There's another testimony that I want to give again. And they say, I want to give people their flowers before they die, basically. In the past 1 year, there was something I was struggling with. I had a call with my brother here, Miracle. Jam hands together for Miracle. Yes, I want to give him his flowers. Miracle, how you do this thing? Let me know how. Because I was struggling with it. And he gave me practical ways. Do you remember, sir? I don't know if you remember. You definitely remember. Miracle actually gave me practical ways. I did it this way, I did it this way. Do it this way, do it this way. So basically, it's connectivity. That's what granted me what I think I had. Without that connection, even with other things in life, even at work. So in my professional life, maybe I've worked in some pharmaceutical industry. I would have gone to meet people that have done it before. Bro, what are the challenges you faced doing this? The same thing in grant writing, right? You have mentors, right? People that have done it ahead of you. What are the things that you've done or the mistakes that you made? So that when I'm doing this thing, I will not make that same mistake. So basically, your networking and your connectivity will determine how far you go in life. The person sitting next to you, you don't know where that person will be. So don't despise little beginnings, basically. Tell your neighbors, don't despise little beginnings. Yeah, because you actually do not know where. This man that likes money, I will take his number after this program. So if you actually did not get much from here, you should actually get that connectivity and networking. It's actually very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. So we're talking about techniques for managing stress. There are a lot of us here that are going through a lot of things, and we don't know that it's stress. So I want to tell us some ways that we trigger our own stress response. We as students. So the first is setting unrealistic standards for yourself. Some people will say they want to, I studied biochemistry and I'm still studying biochemistry, that you want to read BCH 811, 812, 813, 814 in one night. Is it possible? It's possible. Is it possible? It's possible. You will stress yourself. It's not possible. At least I did that BCH too. It's not possible. Mr. Emmanuel, is it possible? It's not possible. So setting unrealistic standards for yourself will actually trigger your stress response. Taking on too much is actually the same. You are taking too much things, packing a lot of things at the same time. Do you want to kill yourself? Right? Like in research, they will say, research limitations. Some things that you cannot do, other person will do it, right? Maybe because of funding or time, or there are different things that will make you not to do a lot of things. Discounting the positives. Like now, Miracle said, celebrate small wins. You've gotten, like what I used to do in undergraduate. If I learn one pathway during the weekend, I'll go to CAF 2. I'll buy chicken and chips at night. I celebrate my small wins. Because it's not easy. Is it easy? It's actually not easy. If just one small pathway, I must celebrate it. all the pathway that Prof used to teach us. Once I learn one or two that weekend, I must celebrate it. I've done well. You know, some people will learn one or two things, they will not celebrate themselves. Like when I get salary, I buy something for myself before I settle other people. Right? Settle yourself. Celebrate the small thing that you think you've gotten. Right? Over constant self-criticism. I'm not good enough. All the things I've gotten is not enough. Like this man said, the lovely letters that you get, it inspires you. You are not stressed. You are happy when you get it, right? So all the small things that you think you have gotten, try to celebrate it. If not, it will find a way to trigger those stressors. And you think it's village people. It's not village people. It's actually your own self, right? So now we have some ways to better handle stress. The first one is to be realistic. It's actually okay to say no when things are a lot on your plate, right? You know, when you are going for an interview and they say, what are your strengths? You say, ability to take on or to multitask. To do what? To take on a lot of things. It's actually okay to say no. That's actually the truth. Because when you want to do a lot of things at the same time, before you know, you break down. And those things, you will not get to do it. Or maybe time has passed. We'll see in the course of the lecture what to actually do. So take one task at a time, make a list of things you need to get done, and start with one task at a time. If you have a particular task, try as much as possible to do it. Don't procrastinate. If you try to procrastinate, like I think you mentioned it, or you also mentioned it, I think the topics are intertwined. Just start. The time you used to panic, that's the time you should have used to start something. Just put your name down. Osaigbovo Daniel, MSc Biochemistry, Professor Ogulano. Write the topic, just drop it in your Word document. Start something. Because the time you used to panic should have been the time for you to start something. And if you don't start that thing, it will stress you, right? So, how to help better with your stress? Get a hobby. Sometimes take a break from your worries by doing something you enjoy doing. Whether it's gardening, painting, anything. How many people enjoy doing other things aside reading? How many people? How many people? Yeah. I watch football too, yes. Play football. When you are stressed, you relax, right? You go to the beach, yes. You do a lot of... What other things do we do? Prof, what do you do, ma? If you are not reading or writing. That's something. Prof, sir, what do you do? You watch football. That's something. Or you sleep. Like that sister who said sleeping. That's something. So at least try to do something to help with your stress. Locate something that will help you. You understand? And sometimes when you are stressed, vent. There was a time at work that I was overwhelmed with a lot. My boss will give me this, do that. We're doing WHO pre-qualification at work for some of our products. You are smart. You did biochemistry. You did this one. You have masters. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. But you have personal work. But do presentation for this one. Do this one. Do that one. It's a whole lot of work. And if you say no, maybe you put in your CV the ability to multitask and do other type of things. Right? So it's actually good. There was a time I told my immediate boss, man, this thing is a lot. Oh, it's actually a lot. So sometimes try to take break and look for somebody you can vent to, either a friend or there's something Miracle said. I'm referencing Miracle because it's my friend. And we were actually flatmates during masters. So it's actually a good thing. There was a time, I think you mentioned something that you cried one time. You mentioned to me one time that this place hard. Oh. So locate somebody. Don't keep it to yourself. Vent to either your husband, for people that are married, or to your father. There was a time, the same time, the work was choking me. I called my father and I started shouting, "Oh, this place choke. Oh." Don't keep it to yourself. Before you know, go crazy. You will not go crazy in Jesus' name. So, how many people do meditation here? I've never tried it. I don't know. I just walk around. I don't know if that's meditation. Prayer walk, is it meditation? I don't know if prayer walk is meditation. How many people do meditation, correct meditation here? You do? How does it work? Does it help you relieve stress? It does. Because I was actually looking for somebody that does. I've never tried it before. So it helps well. Okay. How many people know how to better understand or their stress response now? How many people? Let me see your hands. So if you can't vent to somebody, meditate. If you can't meditate, get something else that would either watching. It's not bad to watch a movie. When I was in undergraduate, somebody said, if I watch one movie, time I would have used to read all the books. You can't read everything. Abi, can you read everything? Sometimes relax. Go to the beach. Right? Sleep, like that sister said, or meditate, or do something that will help you relieve your stresses. So one of the most important things that we've been struggling with is work-life balance. I think is one critical thing that is very difficult, right? I know somebody at work is like the person doesn't have a life. You leave work by 10 p.m., you get to work by 8 a.m., leave by 9 or 10, you have children, you don't have time for your children. Work-life balance. Like some students here, you don't even have time to call your father or time to call your mother. You say you are reading. God forbid now, something happens, you don't even know it has happened in your house or to your friend. That's still where networking works. Even if you don't contact them every time, try as much as possible to send a message. Guy, how you do? You understand? So there are different techniques for work-life balance. And the first one is setting boundaries between work and your personal life. There are some people that you want to email. They'll put, I don't know how it works. I can't remember. Like, work starts from this and ends this. Don't send email, or there'll be an automatic reply. Yes, we can send. If you send me a message, ask Bruno, or any time I will respond. But there are some times that we need to set this work-life balance. Set boundaries between your personal life and your professional life. And the other one is prioritization and time management. In the next slide, there's a technique actually for prioritization and time management. And the other one is embrace flexibility. If you don't have to go to work every day and you can work from home, work from home. Relax with your children. How many people are married and have children here? How many people? If you can't go to, if it does not take you anything to work at home, work at home. You know, COVID has actually taught us a lot that you can take meetings from your house. Right? There are sometimes I'll tell my dad, why do you have to go to work when you can actually work from home? Embrace the flexibility. You understand? So that you have time for your children and for other things. The other one is learning to delegate. There are some of us that want to do everything at the same time. There's a story in my professional life. If I have something to do, I'll try as much as possible to delegate it to. Okay, let me do one. You do one. You do this one. You understand? If you want to take everything at the same time, you will break down. So try as much as possible to learn to delegate. And the other one is investing in self-care. How many people invest in self-care? Like me, like I've said, when I get salary, I try as much as possible to buy one thing for myself. You are like that too. Either I buy a shoe, or I buy something, inner wear, or a new shirt, or something. Let me know that the work that I'm doing, I'm getting something from it. So when you are spending some percentage on yourself, there's a way your brain just settles itself. How many people understand what I'm saying? Yes. So appreciate your own self. Don't be stingy to yourself. Tell your neighbor, don't be stingy to yourself. Yes. So the next one, like I said, we're going to talk about prioritization and time management. So this is actually a technique. Eisenhower, he was a former US president. How many people have seen this before? So this is actually a prioritization and time management matrix that will help everybody, every single person. So this Eisenhower matrix is divided into importance and urgency of task. So let's go through it together. So there are some things that are very important that you have to do. And there are some things that you need to delegate. And there are some things that you need to schedule. They are not really as important now. And there are some things that you need to just delete at the time. Don't do it now. So some important and urgent tasks with, how many people are seeing this? So that we'll not go through it. We can just take a picture of it. So important and urgent, do it. Not important and urgent, you can delegate it. Some that are important and not urgent, you can schedule it to maybe to a later date. It's not really as important now. Or some that are not important and not urgent, delete it. So this will actually help us in our work-life balance, how to manage our time, because there are sometimes 24 hours is not even enough for some people. So you can't really do everything in that 24 hours. You need time for other things in your own life too. So tell your neighbor, delegate if you can't do it. Yes, exactly. So the next one, just very quickly, some coping strategies. Some coping strategies. If you are stressed, imagine what advice a friend will give you. I do it a lot. When I'm stressed or I don't know what to do, I imagine what maybe somebody would tell me if I can't reach the person. Or tell yourself, this thing too, I go run now. God will just find a way to just do it for you. Thanksgiving, like I referenced in the first slide, God is actually very important in everything we are doing. No matter the strategies that we learn for anything, God is actually the number one. So play some music, have a good cry. It's actually good to cry sometimes, right? How many people have heard it? Yeah, it's therapeutic. I cry too. If you are reading and you know the enter, you will cry. And you know exam is the next day. Imagine a time that you don't have stress. Like, imagine good times in your head. They say, if person no help you, you help yourself. Abi? So you imagine a time that felt good in your life. It's actually a way to cope too. Then write things down or go for a walk. I do this one a lot. I can walk long distances. And before I come back home, all my worries are gone. I don't know where they went to, but they will just go. So do something that you really have to focus on if you can. Maybe watching football, so anything that or just talk to someone. Me, I talk to my dad mostly, or if you are married, talk to your wife. Or if you have a dog, sit the dog down and talk to the dog. So, motivation. The best motivator, God is the ultimate one, but the next best is yourself. If you can't motivate yourself, no other person would ultimately motivate you, right? So, thriving in school and beyond. In school, you need to develop yourself. Once you develop yourself, you'll be motivated to get more. Determination. Determination is the number one motivator, or if you are focused, basically. So you need to be determined. If you have that focus and you are determined to get something, you'll be motivated to get it, right? So this man now, he said he likes money, right? That's part of his motivation. So if he doesn't get money out of a venture, or if there's money in a venture, he'll be motivated to get it, right? So everybody here has to have something that you are motivated for. Maybe you have your sisters or your siblings around you that are looking up to you. Those are your motivators. You don't want them to look down on you. So you have to determine it by yourself. at the end of the day, you are your motivator. At the end of the day. So I recommend smiling. No matter what you are passing through, smile. Smile, everybody, smile. Thank you so much.
This is very, very nice. Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel, for that beautiful presentation. And you have taught us how to, ease our stress, smile, don't look like your problem. In short, when you are passing through a lot, always seek help. Don't keep it to yourself. And with this, you have come to the end of the talks and everything. So right now, quickly, we are going to run through some questions, one or two. If you have a question, please. Okay. Physical question. Any? Okay, they are here. All right.
We have a question for Mr. Kaze. Would you be open to a training session on grant writing for persons who will be willing?
Yes, I will be, but come with your project. Yes, I'm not the one designing project, but if you have your project, I can guide you where to apply to.
Thank you very much.
That's why I will be part of that project.
The thing is that you are not taking everything yourself. He's going to have a share, definitely. Thank you very much, Mr. Kaze. Thank you very much.
Next question.
Okay, the next question here, I will quickly take the number 2. How did you approach the application process and sort out some of the involved views associated with the process? I think it's also for Mr. Kaze. Oh, Mr. Miracle. It's not on seat. Okay.
It's not around. Let's skip. Go to the next one.
Okay. Debbie.
Okay. Will you be willing to... Okay, I think it's still for Mr. Miracle. Okay. Okay. I think it's next one. Next set of questions. We'll go back to this.
There is a question here that says, what are the practical skills that current bioinformatics students should develop to strengthen their application?
It's not around here.
Next slide, please.
Next set of questions, please. That's all?
That's all.
Okay. Do we have questions in the house?
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Kaze, for your presentation. All right, my question is, when it comes to the grant application and winning grants, I was just thinking, I don't know, I thought that when you win a grant, like, is there any other money that is left for you to enjoy and all of those things? How do you do the check and balance? Like, okay, I'm using this for consumable. Is it like you're writing it as miscellaneous or something? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the questions. I was expecting that question. First of all, grant money is not your money. It's a project money. But how do you enjoy that grant money? Okay, that master class, you can come with it. You can do it. No, actually, it's technical how to do it. But it depends on the grant. It depends on the criteria. As I said, you have to learn, understand the funder goals, what the funder needs to see in your grant proposal. That's the starting point. But now, technically, how could you enjoy it? This is grant management. And I think we have our grants manager, a CApIC-ACE grant manager here. So you can also teach, she can teach you also how we can manage, because she's the one booking your flight, taking this one. So she knows how they can manage money. So that question can also be related directly to CApIC-ACE management. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Miracle, you're welcome. We have questions for you. Okay, the first question, my question goes to Mr. Miracle. Regarding grad school applications, when did you start your application? Before or after Okay. When did you start your application? Before or after graduating from bioinformatics?
Before. Yeah, but I had a lot of admissions while I was still a student here. I think I shared one of them with Dr. Ishenwon. In January, I had an admission. I was supposed to be in the US in January, but I was supposed to graduate here in August. I forfeited that admission because I can't just forfeit all my hard work, reading every day. No. So I forfeited that one, and I waited for God's time. And this one was better than the one I rejected. So, yeah, just apply, but make sure, just try to be considerate of the center and stuff like that. Yeah, when you want to leave. Yeah.
Okay. So the next question, how did you approach the application process and sort out some of the involved bills associated with the process?
Okay, how did you approach the application process? Yeah, I went through the usual protocol on their websites, applied. Yeah, I've been applying for 7 years and failing for 7 years. I didn't mention that one. That was why I said failing forward. Literally, love letter. But the year I applied, every admission entered because I now knew the secrets to applying. I knew exactly what to do, who to give me reference letter. I knew how their strategies were. And I used all of them, and everybody got admission. Like, it was too easy. Literally, now it's too easy. If you guys know the secret, it's too easy. Is there anything I didn't answer?
I have a question. Those are the secrets.
Yeah. Okay. Can I answer the next question?
Okay. Will you be willing to mentor CApIC-ACE?
I think there was something in number 2 that I didn't answer, the second one. How did I sort out the bills involved in the process? Okay. I didn't pay anything. I didn't write TOEFL. I didn't write GRE. I didn't write anything. What other thing again? I didn't pay application fee for any of the applications I submitted. There's a strategy. That's what I'm telling you. There's a way. There's a way. There's something about things like MMM. When you tell everybody, the thing will now cast. Yeah, so I can't say it on this platform. It's YouTube. White people that might be listening will now know, so this is what they do. Oh, no. Instead of us, we'll see in camera. I did not come here to pack anybody's student. That was, I didn't even say anything about Jackpot. Please. All right. And the bills involved, like flight ticket, they don't cover all those things. They don't cover flight tickets, your accommodation when you get there. It's millions of naira. I know my own time, my uncle had to help me out with the flight tickets. But you guys don't know, like before we even had this alumni forum, CApIC-ACE students that are abroad have been sponsoring other CApIC-ACE students that want to fly out. Wow. Up to 5 million naira has been spent, or more than that, sir. Yeah, so that's why I say networking. And literally, I've been the one talking to those outside of the country, helping, like if there's a student that wants to travel out, doesn't have money. If I don't have the money, I'll just reach out to another person and say, bros, remember when it was your own time? This is how you were crying. And they helped me out, literally. Just 2 million, before you know it. All right, yeah. So, thank you.
Next question.
Will you be willing to mentor? Yeah. This is a very tricky question because we don't want to take anybody's customers. But one of the insights, when they were interviewing me for the appointment, it was the nomination. Even though I was elected, it was nomination. Yeah, when I told them that I've always had this vision of like CApIC-ACE alumni mentoring students that are current students of CApIC-ACE. So I'm looking forward to such a platform where if you want to work in the professional sector, just like Oga Daniel, you'll be under him. He'll tell you everything you need to know about working in those places and how to apply. There are different CApIC-ACE alumni scattered in different places, NIMA, like different big institutes in Nigeria and outside of the country, UK. different places, Canada, USA, yeah. They can mentor you, not necessarily to jackpot or anything, but at least, yeah. I don't know what else to say. I can't educate myself. All right. What are practical skills? Practical skills you need to develop. Yeah, so when I came here, what I wanted to do was know how to do primer design. That was what I thought bioinformatics was all about. That was it, though. How to use what do you call that? NCBI and do this thing. And I came and asked I should code. Jesus, I don't know anything about coding. Oh my God, Dr. Blessing. I don't know if he's watching us. He helped me so much, and Dr. Jerry. Thank you so much. These guys helped my life. Oh my God. I had the ideas. Yeah, I had the codes from whatever. And then when the thing will now crash, I will now call them and please let me debug this thing. Yeah, they were very helpful. So the practical skills you should know, just everything that you know now, coding, the different programming languages, primer designs. If you are looking at applying to an institute or the other, you just check out what they do that is related to bioinformatics and make sure that your CV has all those things that they're looking out for, all those skills that they're looking out for. If you don't have those skills, still put it there and then go and learn the skill. So in case they ask you during the interview, you tell them, oh, I have the skill now. I can do this. So, yeah.
Thank you, sir. Do you have any other question? Okay.
All right.
I think this is for Mr. Kazi. Can you share any tips on acing grant interviews, do's and don'ts? There was a grant application where my proposal scaled the first stage but wasn't selected.
But you wasn't selected. So what does it? I don't really understand the question. But what I can say from this one, as I said, first of all, the first tips when writing a proposal and everything, use the simple words, first of all. So let yourself be understandable. Don't use big words that at the end, you mix everything at the end. When they ask you a question, as you said, you pass the first stage during an interview, for example, be straight to the point, clearly state the problem. If you have a solution, clearly state also your solution you have to produce when you develop your project. And don't use big words to impress your auditor. They don't need it. What do you want? Because they have money to give you. So what do you intend to produce? So if I'm giving you my money, what can I get from you? Just answer them. This is what. I will develop a molecular diagnostic kit that can easily diagnose prostate cancer in low and, let's say, low setting resources. Okay, you can do that. Okay, how many times do you think that you can do? There's a timeline. So in 18 months, all right. So this is 20, 40, 50,000 euro I can give you to realize that project. Yeah, for me, it's simple like that. Not come and ask, when they ask you a simple question during the interview, you come and explain molecular biology, CRISPR, these ones. Use big words, use your jargon. No, avoid jargon. Simple word to explain your big science. That is the secret and the most tips I can give for that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kazi. So that is all for now. So if you want to see, okay.
For Mr. Daniel, I don't like calling him Daniel, I like calling him Osai. Mr. Osai, CApIC-ACE and the students usually go for internship. 1 month compulsory internship. I don't know, since you are into the sector, are there opportunities for the current students, to come intern, probably at your company or any other from your contacts?
Thank you, sir. Yes, there are opportunities actually. I think last year, I tried asking that, but you know, recently they said because of the economic situation of the country, they can't. But if you actually have a place in mind, you can write to them if you want to do it for free. But in my place where I was working, currently there's no opportunity now. But we can still follow on with them to see if there'll be opportunities later in the future. So I will still put in a word later and ask, because I still keeping in contact with my bosses there. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel. So we're taking the closing remarks now, and that will be taken by our distinguished professor, Professor Emeka Iweala. Please, sir, let us jam our hands together as we welcome our professor for the closing remarks.
Thank you very much. Wow, I think we have had a very wonderful day today. Can we give ourselves a round of applause? I want to start by saying that all the presentations I listened to, very wonderful presentations. Excellent, both in delivery and also in content. That goes to show that CApIC-ACE is doing well. We are producing excellent graduates, and they are representing us very well. Starting from Kaze, who said he doesn't have big English. And yet he was talking for almost 40 minutes. In good English. So you have good English. Mr. Werem, thank you for introducing Josephomics. Josephomics to us. And talking about networking. We also learned from Daniel how we need to focus on what we are doing. And we also know now how we can get more money. You don't have to depend on CApIC-ACE all the time. I have not eaten. I'm going here. Go and get extra grant to support your study. Okay? And he has offered to give you more training if you are interested. And other strategies we have learned today on how to succeed, both within, while you're studying, and outside, your environment. Particularly, I'm also glad that most of us are thinking African, like Mr. Kaze. I'm really emotional about the word he used. If you want to solve Africa problem, stay in Africa. But we can also travel outside Africa, okay, to also get experience to see how we can contribute to Africa. All of them are towards solving the same goal. I know a lot of students, you want to join the Jagba syndrome. You want to go and have a taste. But if Mr. Ewere will be very sincere, he can tell you it's hard work. There is no enjoyment out there. You're going to really work hard over there. Some of us have also been there, and we know how it operates. And like he said, focus on your academics here. Finish your program. And if you want to fly away, you can fly away. For us as a center, it is a credit to us, okay, that we have students who graduated here and who are also getting placements outside there in good universities and also being good ambassadors to the center. So we are not discouraging that. But when you are here, focus on your program, finish your program, and if you want to jabba, you can just jabba. But if you are Jakbarin, go to a good university. Okay? And even if you are Jakbarin, remember the vision and the mission and the focus of CApIC-ACE and continue to be within that focus. Every good beginning has a good end. And I'm glad that we are wrapping up this event. We started very well, and we are ending also very well. For me personally, I have thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I'm sure every other person here is also in that pedestal of having enjoyed a very good day, interacting with each other. So going away from here, I just want to, encourage us. Please, the alumni connect with each other. The students connect with each other. Alumni connect with the students. Students connect with alumni. Alumni connect with the center. Respond to our mails. Respond to our requests whenever we look for them. Students look for grants like the committee we have set up today. Mr. Were told us he has even been doing some things before now, connecting with other alumni, helping the students. But today we're only formalizing it. And thank God he has accepted to chair it. And I'm sure he's going to take it to great heights. So I want to end by thanking, first of all, the leadership and management of Covenant University, ably led by Dr. David Oyedepo and also Professor Abiodun Adebayo for the support they have given to CApIC-ACE, because if there was no institution, there wouldn't be any CApIC-ACE in the first instance. And I'm also particularly impressed that our alumni have also imbibed our #1 core value, which is spirituality. If you listen to their presentation, they were laced with a lot of spirituality. Talking about God and meditation. Please keep it up, both for the alumni and also for the students. I also want to thank the LOC, led by Mr. Bruno, for putting this together. I'm sure the next one is going to be bigger than this. I also learned from Mr. Kaze, which is critical for the new members. You can even get grants to sponsor events. I've had the opportunity of pushing some of our students. Biochemistry is accredited by the Royal Society of Biology. How many of you have gone to that website? So by virtue of being accredited, you are supposed to be a member of Royal Society of Biology automatically. And if you go to their website, there are several opportunities. There are funding opportunities, there are grants to attend meetings, okay, and things like that. For those who are in biochemistry, how many of you are members of Biochemical Society of London? Go to their website, there are many opportunities. Funding for grants, funding for attending meetings, funding for organizing meetings. Explore these opportunities and make sure you, imbibe them. Then lastly, I want to thank the members of the CApIC-ACE management team. Without them, we won't have CApIC-ACE. So there are people walking the walk to make sure that CApIC-ACE is moving. Some of them are not here. We'll have Professor Gulano, Ms. Helen, Professor Detiba, the Malaria Research Coordinator, the Cancer Research Coordinator. All of them, working together to make sure that we are doing great things at CApIC-ACE. And I want to appreciate every one of us for coming for this program. And I'm sure we are going away here happy that we have achieved the aim and the objective of this event. And those who will be traveling, I want to wish you traveling mercies as you leave Covenant. We keep on connecting. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for that lovely message. So now I have the honor of inviting the Symposium chairperson, Professor Olubanke Ogunlano, for our closing remarks. A round of applause for her, please.
you very much. I want to add my voice once again to say thank you to everyone. I don't know who made me the symposium chairperson. I am not. So the local organizing committee have done well, so they deserve to have all the titles. So I'm just a facilitator one way or the other. And on this, I want to say that as we conclude this inspiring symposium organized by CApIC-ACE Students Alumni Forum, themed the Pathway to Success, Strategies for Life After Graduation, it is clear that the pathways to success are multifaceted and are dynamic. They are not static. Our distinguished speakers, Mr. Miracle Imwiring, Mr. Ungidia Kaze, and Mr. Daniel Ozagbobo, have shared invaluable insights on striving after graduation, winning grants, and maintaining resilience through coping strategies, both in school and world beyond. These strategies are very key, especially in Nigeria now, so that when people are saying there is casting down, we are saying we are being lifted. They have also highlighted the importance of making money beyond through grants, projects, and through social networking. It is important to note that success is not a destination, but a journey that requires determination, strategic planning, and adaptability. Whether you are just starting out or already navigating your professional path, remember to leverage on the strategies and tips shared in today's symposium to make the best of your life and make the world a better place. My advice to the vibrant CApIC-ACE Student Alumni Forum that was just inaugurated today is that you stay focused. We talked about so much about focus today. Stay focused, stay curious, embrace challenges. Challenges are not to bring anyone down. It's actually to navigate pathways to greater achievement and success. And continue to support one another in this vibrant CApIC community. We are a community. I want to believe that very soon we'll become a whole village. And people will just be hearing CApIC, you know. You know where I got this concept from? It was when I attended the European Union Student Alumni Forum. And since I came back, I discussed with Professor Iguiala, and I said, no, because I just saw the students, some of them, you know, EU, a number of them, those in Nigeria, in Africa, and several other places. And, you know, they've developed themselves so much that even that particular engagement that I had, they invited everybody, they paid our tickets from people flew in from outside the country. They got money for that particular engagement. And I said, I want this for CApIC. So you can see the dream is very big, but I know you are up to the task. And I really want to encourage that. I really want to encourage you that you forge ahead. The world is so large, it has rooms for everyone. And there are vast opportunities out there. So please, just like Professor Iguiala had said, interact with each other, interact between students, interact between the alumni, interconnect between students and alumni, and interconnect within the center. We want to see all of us forge ahead, make unlimited headways, advance in our career and profession, and in anything we hope to get. I want to see each of you pulling each other up, and for some people standing on the shoulder of the other to see well into the future. That is the dream. That's the wide dream I can see ahead for each and every one of you. And I believe that you are up to the task. I want to say that together we can turn our aspiration into achievement and build a future filled with success and fulfillment. And on this, I want to appreciate the vibrant LOC that took up this mandate, ran with it, and to make this a reality. Please, let's clap for our LOC members. So thank you very much, and I want to appreciate the speakers as well. I knew that I gave them hints on the people they can use, but ever since then, I didn't hear anything from them again until I saw the poster. And I want to say that I'm impressed. I've also learned myself. And, you know, the room for improvement is so large. And all of us, just like Miracle said, we just have to keep working in it, expanding in it until we are dead and buried. If not, we just keep having room to improve. So it's not late for anyone to imbibe all the things, all the tips that have been shared today. And I want to believe as we'll keep doing it and keep being focused, we'll not have anything we will not be able to do as long as God is on our side. Well, and I believe God is on our side. Do you agree with me? So thank you very much for your participation in this symposium and your dedication. And I want to say here that we will continue to grow and we will continue to excel and succeed in our numerous assignments. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So now I'll be inviting, like Mr. Miracle said, the most influential person in CApIC-ACE, Miss Helen, for the announcement. A round of applause for her, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Once again, congratulations to every one of us for this first symposium of CApIC-ACE Alumni and Students Forum. Yeah, and just as this theme of the event has been well crafted, pathways to success, I want to believe that the pathway to success also include meeting lifelines. So on this note, it's time for announcements. Yeah. Number one, the graduating students who are staying in the PG hostels, please kindly reach out to the financial person for CApIC-ACE to sort out your rent. It has come to our knowledge that some persons will just stay there and graduate without paying their rents. This is first a holy ground, and it's not good that you are a cheat and then you are a CApIC-ACE student. So please try to pay your rent, especially if you are category 1 student. That of category 2 and 3, I believe it was from our announcement that they went there, they didn't go there on their own. So category 1 student, the list is already there. Follow it through and make sure to sort yourself with the ACE accountant. Number 2, today is 26th of July. And then tomorrow is supposed to be 27th, the lifeline for result monthly report submission, but tomorrow is Saturday, so please submit your reports today. Submit your reports for July. Abodonring, submit your report. We no longer have Chikere. Chikere is no more a student. Abodonring, submit your reports. What's her name again? Amarachi, submit your reports. And Fiamitia, submit your report through the right channel. Thank you very much. And then we have, those persons who are supposed to be proceeding for their 1-month internship in August. We're expecting some of the international students who are doing bioinformatics right now. They don't have specific timeline for maybe their seminar presentation. But please write to us. Let's know when you will be done with it. If possible, reach out to your HOD to give you the real timeline, because we too, we are also working with time. I hope I'm communicating and the people concerned will do the needful in Jesus' name. Some Google Sheets have been sent to us via the WhatsApp platform for us to populate with names of persons who we believe can be reached out to by the World Bank through surveys. Kindly fill those Google Sheets and keep to the timeline, please. And timeline for graduation, we have some persons who will be coming back for their PhD programs. Yes, we do. Even though Miracle wants to whip some of them out of here, we'll have a way of also gathering them back. So please, those of you who have already been communicated, who know you are coming back, I beg you in the name of God, this is July that is already ending. And then the PG application process is supposed to stop end of August. But as we believe we are done with you and you should be finalizing whatever you need to finalize, and let's have those things running. And I don't think we have any students who is here to get their consumables. No, you have gotten yours. I've seen your paper. Please, you are not graduating. Are you graduating? Please try to keep to the timeline and let's see all of those results start rolling in, I beg. And then those, yes, and good news. Good news. Good news. Fine. Mr. Kaze, while he was presenting, he made us to know that he likes money a lot. And I know everybody here, we all like money. Even though some of us are not, but we know we all like money. I'm happy to announce to you guys, to those concerned, that led by the Center Management Leadership, Professor CApIC-ACE, Grace has found some persons that the stipend that was supposed to stop in July will now extend to August 2024. So thank you very much. That's all for the announcement. Thank you.
So if you listen to our speakers, they said something that's very key. They said, be thankful, be grateful. So on this note, I would like to invite the LOC, Mr. Jerry, for the vote of thanks. Mr. Jerry, please, let us make welcome Mr. Jerry as speakers on the vote of thanks. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, Madam Helen said I will have to climb the stage. So, please just... Yes. Thank you so much. Sorry, I wasn't informed. I'm grateful for this opportunity and to every one of our students. And let me start by appreciating the Chancellor, Dr. David Oyedepo, for setting out, making this vision a reality, and also to the Chancellor, Professor Abiodun H., for leading the vision of Covenant University, and to our able professors here, Professor Emeka Iwela and Professor Ogulano, and to all the management and leadership of CApIC-ACE for supporting us. When Prof walked in this morning, he congratulated us, the two profs. And I and Blessing Abodurim said something that we wouldn't have been able to do anything without their support. So please, a round of applause to the management of CApIC-ACE. We are grateful. And to all the students, the Alumni Forum. In fact, Mr. Bruno, the LOC chairman, is a workaholic. I'll tell you something. He didn't mention it, but I'll tell you something. Yesterday, when we were having our meeting in the evening at 6 p.m., he took a bike from Oshodi to beat traffic. He told me one-on-one. He took a bike from Oshodi to Yanekpaja, a bike from Yanekpaja to Tollgate, another bike from toll gate to Canaan land. Just to be here today. Please, for those of us that are supposed to be on ground, that did not come, we don't know what we are missing. If an alumni can sacrifice this, to me it was a risk. A big risk. When he told me yesterday, I just opened my mouth. It was a big risk for this to happen. So we appreciate you, sir. We are grateful. And also to our able speakers. Thank you so much. When I saw Mr. Miracle, I was asking Bruno yesterday, I said, will Miracle be on ground? And he said he's not sure that if it was in August, Miracle will be on ground. Just going to the studio this morning, I saw Miracle. I just opened my mouth. And thank you so much, Mr. Miracle. Mr. Daniel, we are grateful. Thank you so much. And to our able, like the director, center leader would say, is the ambassador of CApIC-ACE. Mr. Kaze, we are grateful. We are grateful. And I think during the interview with the editorial team, I said something. I promised them when they were asking me that, what is the plan going forward for CApIC-ACE students after this session? And I told them, I asked the Holy Spirit, just tell me, I need something. And I told them that I promised that the inauguration of this forum, we are going to make sure that we have a working network between the students and the alumni. And I said I was going to meet with Madam Helen, where we will have like a group, a WhatsApp group. I know we have our official WhatsApp group for official communication, but I was, with the indulgence of the management, where we'll have a WhatsApp group for both the alumni and the students. And then I believe such platform, we will be free to ask any questions. And again, one of the alumni was even telling me that when he was traveling out, although this is not for CApIC-ACE, he was looking for accommodation. But the alumni of his secondary school, they had a forum like this where they sought out his accommodation. And that is what we are hoping for CApIC-ACE. Not just traveling out, but even for job opportunities in Nigeria and for grants like this. So I want to appreciate everyone for making out time to come for this session. And I believe, I was telling, I have a lot of dreams. I believe next forum like this, next gathering like this, the Chancellor will be on seat by God's grace. During the interview, I told them that it is something I actually, if we had enough time, he would have written to the Chancellor. And these are the kind of occasions where I believe he will graciously want to come. So I believe subsequent ones, we will have even much more bigger crowd like this with the Chancellor on seat. On behalf of the whole CApIC-ACE students on ground, the committee of CApIC-ACE student executives, we say thank you to the management. We are grateful for this opportunity. God bless you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Jerry, for the vote of thanks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the program. And on these notes, I would like to invite Mr. Emmanuel for the closing prayer. Thank you. Please let us welcome Mr. Emmanuel for the closing prayer.
Praise God. Please, let's stand. All right, so in 1 minute, just bow your heads to God and say, Father, thank you for today. Thank you for what you have done. Please pray. God wants to hear your own thanksgiving. Say, Father, we thank you. Thank you for giving us this opportunity and this time. Let your name be praised, O God. Let your name be glorified. Thank you for all the conversations. Thank you because you created this world for networking. And you're already doing that in CApIC-ACE here and abroad. Receive all the glory because, everybody that has heard us today will not live the same. Let this word come back to them again, even while they go back to sleep. In the name of Jesus, Father, give us the grace and the wisdom to know how to use this word. In the name of Jesus, speak to yourself right now. Speak to yourself. As I leave this place, I'm going to use what God has taught me today. Father, we say thank you. Let your name be glorified. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. I think we can say surely, God's goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever.
Thank you, everyone. So, praise God, finally. Okay, sorry, don't mind. All right, please, we are going to meet outside for a group picture. Very, very important. Okay, everyone, please, let us converge in front of the banner outside here for the picture, please. And then there is something for us. Don't go yet. We have something for all attendees. Thank you.
You got something?
Everyone, let us converge for the picture. Thank you.